Hello everyone, I'm going to do this MiG-29 thing again. I think I've got a little better of a feel for it than I had before, so that's something.
Napa traffic, Granite 11.
Request rearming.
Runway 04 at Napa to depart to the right.
Is the ground crew actually going to rearm me? It is a mystery. Maybe because I turned the... Maybe that. We'll double check. It's weird because I was just armed up. Don't tell me going to the map screen.
Request rearming.
Ah, well, what a great start to the stream. We have a bugged slot, it looks like, so I'm just going to change aircraft real quick so I can spawn back in. Okay.
Request rearming.
Copy.
There we go. Same as yesterday, I have to tab in and out of the game constantly to get simple radio set up, which is a massive pain. But, I mean, it could be worse. Doesn't actually...
Alpha 1, Force 1.
Oh, there we go. Someone is on the common frequency. Good. Radio, so let's get this aircraft started up.
Rearming complete.
1-1.
Electric
Overlord.
power.
Pop-up group. 112.
Close the lid.
485 at 1,500 hot.
Gotta reset my radio volumes again because they turned all the way up as well. Which is a bit annoying. And then tell the SPO to be quiet. Well, a bit more quiet. And engine start. So we're flying the MiG-29G again, which is the Germanized version of the MiG-29A. They inherited it, well, I should say, Unified Germany inherited these aircraft from East Germany, from the DDR. And figured they may as well keep them on strength until they could figure out what to do for a replacement for the Phantom. Especially as the Eurofighter program was getting a bit protracted and a bit troublesome. So the Germans flew the MiG-29 for, let's say, about 15-20 years, with what I recall pretty decent performance using it in exercises, NATO exercises. And eventually they retired the aircraft and gave them all to Poland, basically for free, not quite. Now, I believe that the MiG-29G, as portrayed in DCS, despite the instrumentation all still being in Russian, and the HUD being in English, I believe that the measurement system is actually Imperial, I think. So I think our airspeed's in knots and our altitude's in feet, otherwise I was a lot higher up in some of those intercepts yesterday than I thought I was. So we're just going to run with that for now, with that theory.
1-1. Overlord. Bra 094 for 120 at 4,000 hot.
Okay, right engine's nearly run up. And up traffic, Dodge 11, taxis 104, another. So I did do some messing around with this offline, as I said I probably would yesterday, just before I started the stream actually. I was able to land it. It took a couple of attempts, but I did finally get it on the ground pretty smoothly, no bounce. It's weird. This aircraft to me feels more like a World War I plane than a jet. Like, it just produces so much lift from this lifting body design with the blended wing. It feels really like I'm trying to fly something like an Albatross. It doesn't
Uzi 41 taxi to runway.
react to
Dodge 1-1, Overlord.
flight control inputs the same way I expect it to.
11,000
for 04 Kursk.
Dodge
I'm not sure
1-1,
what this guy
Overlord. Bra 071 490 at 11,000 hot.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of relearn how to fly with this aircraft, I think.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord.
And treat it more like I'm playing Rise of Flight.
480 at 6,000 flanking.
It has a hell of a lot of rudder authority. It doesn't actually induce roll as quickly off of rubber input as you would expect. But when it does get that secondary effect, it comes in quite hard. The aircraft will really roll over. So that's certainly
Dodge
something to keep in mind.
Overlord. Bra
It feels,
094 100
anytime it's
28,000
configured for takeoff or landing, it feels more like it's floating than actually flying. It's weird. Like I said, it's more like a World War I aircraft in feel than anything. Coming in for landings in this is really discombobulating for me.
490 at 19,000 flanking.
Because it just floats. Like, the MiG-29 drops like a rock, and so it's pretty predictable and easy to get it to do what you want, because you can predict what it's going to do. It's going to want to go down. The MiG-29 floats a lot. You don't have access to your air brake when you have either a centerline fuel tank or the gear down, which the latter one was certainly an unpleasant surprise, but explains why I've had so much trouble bleeding energy coming into landings. Yeah, it just doesn't work at all. There must be some sort of a disconnect on the air brake, which comes into effect as soon as something's on the centerline station or the gear comes down. So you need to lose as much airspeed as you can before dropping gear and flaps, it would
Dodge
seem.
1-1, Overlord. Bra 079 480 at 12,000 flanking.
It
Dodge
also
1-1, Overlord.
seems to
Bra
drift quite a bit.
490
I don't know if that's just
19,000 flanking.
me not really having a good feel for the aircraft, or me usually
Dodge
being off the
1-1,
center
Overlord.
line or what,
Pop-up
but
group 096
I noticed a lot.
120
I was
at 1,500.
trying to set myself up for what looked like a good approach, and it looked good enough to me. It looked like I would
Dodge
touch down
1-1,
near enough
Overlord.
the center
Bra
line.
094
But,
160 at 6,000 hot.
When I actually came down, I had
Dodge
my wheels
1-1,
right on the edge of the
Overlord.
runway,
Bra
if not off of it.
102 for 150 at
Hey, Sully.
11,000 hot.
So, yeah, it's kind of, like, it's
Dodge
difficult to
1-1,
land, but not for the
Overlord.
reasons you
Bra
would think.
102
It's a
for
very
150
well-behaved
at
aircraft in the air.
11,000 hot.
It's very hard to get this aircraft to depart, and if it starts to, you can just
Dodge
throw in more
1-1,
power.
Overlord. Bra 121 for 130
But,
at 11,000
The other
hot.
issue I have, once I do put it on the ground, and this may just be me not understanding how
Dodge
the
1-1,
nose wheel steering
Overlord.
lock
Bra
works,
121
or
for
it may be that
130
Eagle
at
Dynamics broke it
11,000
somehow.
hot.
I'm just going to turn those comms off for a... wrong button. Turn those comms off for a minute so I don't get talked over.
NF traffic, Uzi 6162 taxi.
Yeah, it's... As soon as it is on the ground, it wants to go all over the place.
Looks like we're at number 3.
Like, I don't know if you have to hold the nose wheel steering lock for it to work, or if it's just bugged or what. Pressing it as a toggle doesn't seem to have had any effect whatsoever on the aircraft. It still wants to steer all over the place. So, I don't know. It's a confusing one. It's going to take some getting used to, but I think so far the big lesson has been to treat it like it's a World War I plane, and just assume it has like a stupid excess of lift in all situations. and that it's not going to want to go down.
These boys don't want to smoke.
And up traffic, Dodge 11 holding short, runway 04. I'll let you trip all of Hornets go first. No.
Granny 1-1, squawk to maintain VFR. IFR cancel.
Hilarious.
And have a traffic, Uzi 61 and 62, taking runway.
Just let these guys go for. Oh no, not this shit again. Come on, Georgia at war. This server has been so fucked lately, man. So fucked.
Krimsk 431's clear the runway, Krimsk.
Might have just been because I was in the map mode, but Georgia at war has been really troublesome lately. Hey! Good shit. The more the merrier. Alright, I think they're... Yeah, they're just... Should be rotating now. I'll give them a couple seconds.
Uzi 6162, clearly active.
Up traffic, Dodge 11 taking runway 04 for a northeast departure.
Dodge 11, unable to clear for takeoff.
Oh, that steering radius. Fuck. Come on.
Dodge 11, Anapa, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QSE.
We'll get kind of sort of centered.
01.
And up traffic, Dodge 11 rolling runway 04.
Dodge.
Oh god, too much fucking trim. Jesus, that tail scrape. Way too much back trim.
Napa traffic, Hawk 32 inbound from the west, 10 miles.
And up traffic, Dodge 11 clear of all runways. Departing northeast, last call, and up.
Heading 320 for spacing, please.
I'm out of burner. Try and get this thing relatively trimmed. Okay, I think that's that Hornet trio over there, maybe. I will just adjust my radios here. So I'll punch that down a channel and this up. There we go, close enough. It's a janky system, but it works.
Reagan, Angels 24.
Don't know if we have an AWACS at the moment. It's pretty quiet, so it doesn't sound like it.
Overlord, Dodge.
Really wish this module had a shortcut for that. Like the MiG-29 does.
Overlord, Bra, 111, 470 at 35,000, flanking.
Got something jamming us off to the left, but we don't see this contact yet, so... pretty good odds the thing jamming is a friendly. I've noticed... Oh, maybe not. I've noticed a lot of friendly jamming going on lately. Dodge 1-1 checks in 253. Do we have an AWACS up at the moment?
Negative, there's no AWACS at the moment.
Understandable. Whatever that is, it's still over there. Now, just double check my map. I don't want to fly over a SAM site like I have been doing lately. Looks like I'm still quite far back from the front line. We've pushed out a bit, so...
Overlord, Bra, 100, 450 at 29,000 knots. Dodge 1-1, Overlord, Bra, 119, 445 at 30,000 knots.
That might be the guy we were after originally. I think I'll go for him instead. He is slightly closer. Probably a little more of a threat.
Go flying Foster, MI-1026.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, Bra, 126, 445 at 2,500 knots.
Go flying Splat, MI-1026.
There's one high and one low, it seems like. Nothing on radar
Dodge
yet.
1-1, Overlord, Bra, 094, 460 at 14,000 knots.
I really need to rebind my precision key for my track IR so I can use the keyboard for AWACS, but I haven't got around to it yet.
21,000 flanking.
There we go. There's something, which we just lost. An eye out off the nose. Or any unpleasant white streaks headed our
Dodge
way.
1-1, Overlord, Bra, 089, 450 at
Something's falling off the
13,000
nose.
flanking.
Could well be one of those Hornets. Actually, no, it looks like it might be heading to engage them, so we'll come in this way a bit. We'll see
Dodge
if we can
1-1,
figure out
Overlord,
what it is.
Bra, 087, 450 at 21,000 knots.
Dodge 1-1 ray gun.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, Bra, 085, 450 at 24,000 knots.
Dodge 1-1 Fox 3. I think 3's the right code for those. I don't fucking know. 1 is IR, I'm pretty sure. I didn't see where that guy went. Well, other than for the deck like an absolute madman. We'll come around and see if we've got any eyes. Oh, look at that wing flex, it's beautiful. We haven't been credited, so we didn't get him. I didn't expect to when I saw the angle those missiles flew off at. He just went straight for the weeds. Absolutely straight for the fucking ground. Oops. Jesus. There we go.
Overlord, Dodge 1-1.
We got there in the end.
dope.
29?
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, Bra, 167,
Okay, so
411 at 23,000
Fox
flanking.
1 it should have been. Right. Got it. Can you tell I don't fly very many NATO aircraft? I have no idea what any of their fucking brevity codes are. Oh, well, I know what they are, I just don't know which means which, because I've heard them enough.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, pop-up group 145, 421 at 2,000 flanking.
Dodge 1-1, ray gun. More lag. Just double check there's nothing on me. Close the range a little. The 29 is very agile and very pleasant to fly, but it's very floaty. I don't know if you came in early enough to catch it, but as I was saying when I was kind of on the ground getting ready to take off, it handles a lot like a World War I aircraft.
Recon Angels 20. Fox 3.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, merged.
Fox 2. Probably didn't need a pair of R-73s for that. I mean, they are R-73s, good luck getting rid of them. Lined up on the edge of their range though, they might have run out of energy. I'll just double check with AWACS.
Overlord, Dodge 1-1, declare. Dodge 1-1, Overlord, contact is
Fox
hostile.
2. Yeah, that was much better. Splash 1.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, pop-up group 08480 at 2,500, cold.
Reagan and Angels 18, F-18.
Okay, so that's friendly there. I think. Is that a Hornet on my 6?
Treibstoff 1500. Treibstoff 1500.
Is available for advisories in capacity.
Body spike.
Thank you. Magic 431 is checking in east of Krymsk.
I just burnt a lot of fuel doing that.
431, same player name.
Novorossiysk.
Charlie Fox.
2-2.
Buddy Spike F-18.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, Bra 083480 at 4,500 watts.
Slash, get a bogey 114 for 14, F5 at 15,000.
114, 14, 431.
Dodge 1-1 checking out. Trying to fly one-handed while I manipulate the radio. There
Dodge
we go.
1-1, Overlord, pop-up group 085490 at 1,500, flanking.
And this is Novorossiysk. Not sure how far out I am. 9 miles. Novorossiysk traffic, Dodge 1-1 currently
Dodge
9
1-1,
miles
Overlord,
east
pop-up
of the
group
aerodrome.
087490 at 3,000, flanking.
Novorossiysk.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, Bra 090480
Gotta
at
watch my
4,500,
airspeed.
flanking.
Because as I said, this thing is floaty as hell, and once the gear is down, you do not have air brakes.
Overlord, Bra 058422 at 18,000 knots.
Hey, driving. I know I'm biased, but I can certainly recommend the MiG-29. She is a lot of fun. Challenge, but a lot of fun. Alright, we're going to pull the... Actually, no, we're going to leave the brake out very slightly longer. Get our speed down a bit more. 360 should do it. Gear, landing flaps. Oh, that's right. This is in fucking Imperial, isn't it? That's probably not. Shit.
I have traffic 441. Taxi runway 04 short.
This is gonna be so ugly. And we're halfway down the runway before the wheels touch, but... Oh, big bounce.
Have traffic, Uzi 101, taxi to runway... Great. Runway 22 via Mike Delta.
Big bounce. Fuck. Nevada Cisco traffic, Dodge 11 goes around. Why couldn't the Germans just leave it in fucking metric, which they already used anyway? It's not like they were going to have Americans fly their MiG-29s.
Treibstoff 800. Treibstoff kritisch.
Yes, I know. I might do some MiG-21 later driving. We'll see how we go in the 29. I'm trying to get my eye in with this thing. Kinda sorta getting there, maybe. I was saying to Sully, I'm sorry if I repeat myself here, but my big finding so far that's kind of like my eureka moment is that the amount of lift this thing's design generates just off that blended wing, it behaves much more like a World War I fighter than anything else I'm used to. So if I just pretend it's a giant, like, weird-looking Albatross D5, I'll be fine. It does have this really difficult, for a MiG-21 pilot, landing profile, though, because it doesn't like losing energy at all. So you've got to get rid of all your airspeed before you drop your gear and flaps, and then hope you've got rid of enough. So we got our brakes... No, we don't have our brakes out. Why are our brakes not out? That is kind of worrying. I think I may have stuffed the gear, and it may still be out. I don't know.
Dodge 11, Overlord, Bra 095 for 180 at 22,000 knots.
Okay, we will cross controls a bit to try and bleed a little more of that airspeed. Flaps. Make sure the gear is down. Hopefully. Oh, don't freeze, DCS. There we go.
Alpha 1 taxi to active runway 130, right.
Dodge 11,
traffic,
Overlord,
Dodge 11
Bra
short final,
331 413 at 13,000 flanking.
This looks better for speed, but still
traffic
kind of
influence
ropey.
again 22 for eastern departure.
God, come on, come on. Oh, no, not that steep.
Crash test at the traffic, Golf 1 taking active runway 23 left.
Fuck! It just bounces so hard.
Treibstoff 500.
Nevada Cisco traffic, Dodge 11 goes around. Someone's put fucking kangaroo gas in this thing. That's what it is. That's my excuse. Yeah, actually, I'd imagine they would have. Actually, probably the Russians would have let them fly a couple as well, because I remember for a few years after the Soviet Union collapsed, when the Russians were really hard up for cash, a lot of VVS pilots were letting foreign pilots come in and try their aircraft out, because it was basically their only source of income. They hadn't been paid for weeks. So I remember reading about an American pilot who flew an Su-25 at, I think it was Lipetsk, which is, you know, the big Air Force Academy over in Russia. Used to be like the main sort of hub of activity for the VVS back in the Soviet days. I think it still is.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, pop-up group 087-490 at 1,000.
Alright, forgive me for using the cheater view, but I'm genuinely curious what I've done to my aircraft. Ah! That would explain a few things. Now we have an air brake. I honestly thought I popped that tank way earlier in the flight. So yeah, you have no air brake with a centerline tank or with gear down, which is kind of a bit of a yikes from me. Oh, look at those nice little sailboats down there. Okay, we're gonna call that enough braking for now. Gonna get the flaps down. Look at it, it just wants to climb right off the power. Now it wants to dive. Jesus. Sorry, I know I'm probably not keeping up with chat. This takes a hell of a lot of concentration. Like, honestly, people say, oh, the MiG-21's hard to land. Bruh, fucking fly the MiG-29. Holy shit, this looks better. Still probably going to bounce, but it looks better. Oh, come on, stop floating. Stop floating, please. Oh, come on, man.
1-1, go around, runway occupied.
Fuck. This is frustrating as hell. How much fuel have I got? Fuck all. Like, I almost want to say that something's fucky with the suspension, or it could just be that I'm not used to the canopy looking, or the windscreen being at the angle it is. If you know what I mean. I actually had that problem in the Vulcan a lot in FSX when I was flying the Avro Vulcan, because the cockpit on the Vulcan is slanted down over the nose, so my approaches were all kinds of fucked up. Because when you're looking downwards while the aircraft's level, it really messes with your perception. So I was tail striking that quite a bit.
Overlord, pop-up group.
But this isn't tail striking. This is just, I don't know.
500 cold.
I don't know why it's so bouncy. I mean, Gilson was making fun of me yesterday for not being able to land this thing, but fuck, it's hard. And then Tawny's like, oh, it can't be that bad. And then he tries and fucking lands it, and he gets the exact same thing.
Dodge
Bounces it off the ground.
Bra 213
Like,
419.
bro, I warned you.
8,000
I told you about the MiG-29, bro. Oh, come on. Right. Let's get rid of this speed. Break out.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, pop-up group 198-415 at 1,000.
Break in. Flaps gear. Bit more power. Oh man, this fucking approach. Jesus. This is my last attempt too. I've got no fuel. I'm probably going to lose the engine on the approach actually. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Why are you bouncing? Oh my... Fuck me dead. Mate, the Tomcat...
Ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk
It's telling me to lower gear. I've lost the
Fahrwerk
engines.
ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren.
God damn it. See, the thing about the Tomcat is, from everything I've been told, the Tomcat handles a lot like a World War II aircraft. The Tomcat's heavy. The Tomcat doesn't have quite the thrust-to-weight ratio of a MiG-29. The Tomcat is designed to be slammed into carrier decks. Like, the Tomcat might be a little tricky to land, but it ain't gonna bounce. Not like that, surely. Like, if it bounced like that, they'd never get the fucking things on the carrier. I just don't get it. Like, those
well,
looks...
I don't know. I didn't see any of the 372s. I got one map left.
Why am
I feel like I'm leading the charm right here. I'm just gonna head back.
Why am I getting his comms? Oh, he... Right, when you're ejected, it switches to that channel. Okay, we'll just pretend we didn't see that. Like I said, this server can get a bit janky. Yeah, like, those approaches looked fine to me. They didn't look too shallow, they didn't look too steep. I don't know what was going on there. But something was obviously going on that shouldn't have been, because it just bounced every time. But as I was saying earlier in the stream, when I tried to land this offline, yeah, I had a couple bounces and go-arounds, but eventually I got it down, and the approach that I took to land the thing with no bounce and no issues, other than it trying to veer off the runway, was exactly like that. Like, it looked exactly like that approach. Is it because I've got too much back trim, so as soon as it hits the ground it catches just enough air to try and get airborne again? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, should I just be holding the brakes in before I even touch the ground and then pop the chute the second it does? I don't get it. Higher angle of attack? You sure? Maybe. I don't know, dude. It looked like if I got... I know that the 29's nose is kind of droopy, so I am looking down here, but it feels like if I give it much more AOA, it's going to tail strike. Or, at the speed I'm going, the aircraft's going to try and climb and then stall out. It's just... Ugh. Ugh. After flying the 21 for so long, this feels just wrong somehow. Like, really, really wrong. Not in the air. In the air, this is a beautiful aircraft, but on the ground, man. Or trying to get it on the ground, it's a nightmare. We'll get there one day. We'll get there one day. Right, so I will get us rearmed.
And for the sake of thoroughness, 2J11s that previous mention just took off from MACOP 075 for 31 at 7100 and climbing fast.
Request rearming.
Confirm, copy J11. They hard over.
Colt 5-1, where you at? They are
140
hot, 2 flanking left on you. From you, 105 for 44. 7,000.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord.
Copy 105 for 4, Magic, confirm.
110 at 7,000 knots. Dodge 1-1, Overlord. Bra 094 for 160 at 7,000.
Magic, confirm 1. Is that a single J11 or is that a pair?
Complete. Dodge 1-1.
I'm on the board with a kill at least.
094 for 160 at 6,000
Confirm,
knots.
copy single J11.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord.
Charlie Fox,
Bra
easy and close to a advise you snap.
150 at 11,000 knots.
Snap right for 270 immediately.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord. Bra 102 for 150
Yeah, I could, but
at 11,000
I don't know.
knots.
Colt 5-1, friendly traffic off
It's
your
just-
12 o'clock, 18 miles.
It feels counterintuitive.
Carrier. He's at 2,500 feet.
I need to...
Confirm, copy J11 and you 4.
Prioritize him.
Overlord, Uzi 1-1. Request bogey dope.
just cut out of the general channel while I'm on the ground. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. It feels like I'm flying
Uzi
a...
1-1. Request bogey dope.
Like I'm flying a World War I aircraft in terms of its behavior in the air, but as soon as I get near the ground, it's tricycle
Bra
gear. So
073 for 35 at 4,500
it's
knots.
kind of outside my area of expertise.
Uzi 3-2. You are cleared for takeoff and ready. Climb 300 at QFE 30.17. Overlord, Uzi 2-1. Request bogey dope. Uzi 2-1. Overlord, Bra 082 for 35 at 4,500 knots. Overlord. 432. Request picture.
Napa traffic 432 is taxiing the actor for takeoff.
Just waiting for the right engine to spool up here.
Dodge 1-1. Overlord. Bra 148414 at 12,000. Flanking.
I'm sure eventually I'll work it out, and once I do, it'll be like, oh, you fucking idiot, why didn't you figure this one out before? But until then, it's just... Okay.
432. Manapa, clear to taxi to runway 4.
And up traffic, Dodge 11 taxis, runway 04, Napa. I just tickled the throttle out of idle there, and it's already moving. This thing has such a stupid thrust-to-weight ratio, it's just... It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I did a wheels up while I was fucking around with it offline. Well, I didn't do a wheels up. What I actually did was try to do a U-turn on the end of the runway, on the threshold, and the runway was too narrow. So, I ran off into the grass and caught one of the main gear on one of the one of the runway lights and couldn't move. So I was like, you know what, let's have a bit of fun with this and see if we have enough power to break out of this. So I put it into full burner. Just barely moved a little. I was like, I wonder if I can retract the gear on the ground. Sure enough, pull the wheels up, still in full burner, and the aircraft starts moving. Like, what? And then once it gets off the grass, it starts actually like full-on belly sliding at a fair amount of clip down the taxiway. And that was the point where I thought, I probably shouldn't be doing this, and ejected, but still. It's good to know. It is good to be familiar with the aircraft's capabilities, even if they're the kind of capabilities you never want to actually have to use. Teach you how to fly the 21, ooh, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be a very good teacher, I'm still learning about it myself. This is my problem, like, there's a lot of basic things about the MiG-21 which I either know but keep forgetting when I'm under stress, or I don't know. And so you'll see me do dumb shit like compressor stall the engine when I'm trying to turn into someone, or get into a really draggy turn fight and just drop out of the sky like a rock because I've lost all my airspeed and can't get it back. And I'll look like I have no clue what I'm doing, and then you'll see me do something which like 99% of people that fly the MiG-21 in DCS don't know how it works. Like, the modes of operation of the radar in the MiG-21 are so simple, and yet so many people don't get it. It's just one of those things that I was watching it one day, like looking at my radar, I locked someone up, I was like, huh, it changes perspective when you do that. And everyone else is like, what? No. You see them like, with no clue that all you have to do once you've got someone locked is just put the fucking bird right in the middle of the scope, and you've got the nose on them. They're like trying to do advanced trigonometry to figure out where their aircraft's pointed. Like, dude, just use the radar. It's fine.
Dodge
it's good.
1-1, Overlord, Bra 079 for 130 at 28,000 flanking. Hold position.
So if you missed my stream yesterday, or you missed the part where I pointed this out...
Hold position.
Oh, fuck off.
Dodge 1-1, hold position.
Is there anyone actually in front of me?
Dodge 1-1, hold position.
Nope. Anyway.
Dodge 1-1, hold position.
Shut up. There we go.
Dodge 1-1, continue taxi.
If you missed that, sorry, I got interrupted quite badly there and lost my train of thought.
Napa traffic,
The
422 clear runway 22, session 251.
MiG-29 does have takeoff flaps, those three buttons there. The front one is up, middle one is takeoff, rear one is landing. Like, that's literally what it says. Retracted, takeoff, landing. But you can't use the takeoff flaps in DCS because reasons. Like, there's no key. bound to takeoff flaps, and you can't incrementally drop them. It's either up or landing, and I don't understand why. Something I noticed yesterday, because I was like, are my flaps up? No, they're down. Why are they all the way? Like, it's just, I don't know. Should probably read through the documentation for this thing, if there is any. Because it seems like a pretty basic thing they wouldn't have overlooked, so there must have been some reason they didn't simulate it. Or that, or it's some weird esoteric, you need to press another key to make it work type deal. Okay, you don't want to overdo the back trim. Just double check no one's coming in on final. No. And up traffic, Dodge 11 entering and lining up runway 04 and upper.
Dodge 11, unable to clear for takeoff. Dodge 11, Anapa, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 30.01.
Dodge traffic, Dodge 11
Overlord,
rolls
Bra,
runway 04.
086, Fort 120 at 38,000, flanking.
Just pop flaps out on the roll. The aircraft's already trying to nose up, so I'm going to get rid of some of that trim. It's a little excessive. Gear up. Flaps up. Out of burner. And up traffic, Dodge 11 cleared runway 04, departing northeast. Last call, and upper. Okay, now I gotta try not to fly into the ground while I mess around with simple radio.
That's me. Okay, good. Sorry, and you're, I'm sorry, 432? Affirm. One more time, 4.
There we go.
Affirm, 432.
Yeah, it probably just gave me transcode last night because not as many people were streaming. Sorry, Munch. Go complain to Tony Abbott.
Catch 432, do you have a target in mind?
Overlord, pop-up group 098, Fort 100.
I'm headed
Has
there right
no
now.
weapons.
Scope it out. See if I can do any seat. Call the ordnance in.
Has no weapons. What do you think I am driving?
Very large sample site from you, 094 for 71.
Dodge 11 checks in, northeast of Napa. Loaded for cap.
I'm sorry, last call for Magic, say again.
Magic 5-1.
Where again? 5-1, sir.
Magic 5-1, what is the status on those MiG-29 over? There's a SAM site over there, and I don't want
it's this
to
guy.
cross them.
Raygun Angel C3.
Tony's mate.
Dodge
Magic
11,
5-1.
Overlord, Bra,
Sorry, call 5-1.
100, Fort
The MiGs are in a
100
furball
at
from
18,000,
137,
flanking.
so I would disregard.
Go 5-1, copy. Yes, there is the SHN over there, and I don't want to fly over them.
It's fine. What's your current fuel and weapon status?
Texaco, passing waypoint 2 at 18,000. Dodge 11, Overlord,
Texaco 1, what's your current fuel and weapon status?
Go 5-1 is 4 MRAM, 2 Sidewinder, half full gun, and 11,000 pound of fuel.
Dodge 11, Overlord,
fly heading
Bra,
206 for
102, 490 at 12,000 knots.
206 for 30, go 5-1.
Dodge fucking wrong button. God damn it. I keep doing that. Dodge 1-1 ray gun.
Overlord, Dodge 1-1, declare. Dodge 1-1, Overlord, contact is friendly.
Right. No one's gonna tell me I'm body spiking him. Good to know. Magic, Dodge 1-1. MiG-29 loaded for cap. Ready for tasking.
Dodge 1-1, stand by. Where are you flying out of, sir?
Overlord, Bra
Just come out of
101
an
Fort
open.
70 at 7,000, flanking.
Where am I?
Dodge 1-1, Overlord,
Dodge 1-1,
Bra 101 Fort 70 at 7,000, hot.
That's me.
Radar contact, what loadout are you, Cap? C or CAT?
Dodge 1-1 is cap.
Very good. Dodge 1-1. Current picture. Got 4 ships, 2 groups of 2 Su-27s. They're taking off from MACOB from you, Bra 101 for 7-5. Other than that, you got a helo flying west out of MACOB, and picture's clear. There is a lot of SAM cover between you and those 4 flights.
Magic, Dodge 1-1, understood. I might orbit around then and wait for stuff to get off the ground and come closer.
Yeah, I've anchored another flight at from you 114 for 25. I'm kind of anchoring guys there now. And we got a pop-up MiG, Bra 100 for 5 tree at 10,000, MiG-29 single ship.
Dodge 1-1 copies. I'll join up on the other guys for now, see if I can spot that MiG. Yes, there's a bit of an orbit going on over here. Someone's jamming us, not sure what, so I'm going to flip the radar off for now. Still got a little fuel in that belly tank, so I'm going to hold on to it.
Magic, go 5-1.
5-1, son.
Magic, 5-1, is that a friendly MiG-29 in the air, over?
Hey,
Go 5-1, copy.
After my last
All ships on the
experience
snack are in
overflying
picture.
SAM cover, I think I'll
4 times
wait.
Su-27s taking off from MACOB, Bulls 114 for 50. Second flight, single ship Mi-26 helicopter, Bulls 12 tree for 40, steaming west out of MACOB at 1600. Otherwise, picture clear. Magic off comms for 1 mic.
So I'll just orbit here for a bit, let some of those aircraft get away from their own SAM cover, and then engage them. Got a friendly F-18 and F-15 also orbiting with us. And that would be, I believe, the F-15 up there. It's like these two guys might actually be going off station. Yeah, I really want the F4 and the THUD as well. That'd be fucking awesome. Those two with the MiG-19 and the 21, oh, you could have so many good Vietnam missions with them. Just those two, a Vietnam map, and the 19, yes please.
Control 5-1, I've got two SUs that just took off from MACOP. They're 104 for 42. They're heading towards Krasnodar.
Go 5-1, copy. Magic, did you read over?
Say again?
Go 5-1, Magic, did you read over?
Magic 431 is back with you, just departed Krasnodar.
That should be the
4.5.
Eagle conning off to our right.
431, radar contact, be advised, Bra 107 for 42, flight of two Su-27s at 3,000 hot. They're steaming towards Krasnodar, or they're tracking actually a little north of Krasnodar.
Looks like we're still...
Magic, Go 5-1, can you direct all of the cap station to Krasnodar over?
Still running off the
belly
belly
hot down
tank.
here.
Yeah, I am sending anybody on comms over in this area. There's not many of you though.
Gonna level off.
5-1, copy.
So that's Krasnodar down there off our nose. Apparently it's pretty hot down on the ground.
Magic, Go 5-1,
This is where those
please
flankers are
confirm
headed.
there is also a friendly MiG-29 close over.
Affirm, MiG-29 from you, 201 for 22.
Copy 201, Roger the 2, friendly.
Dodge 11, MiG-29 currently heading towards Krasnodar. Basically just keeping a standing patrol here.
5-1, copy. Get down here fast. Those 27 look like they are coming in fast.
Yeah, Colt 5-1, if you snap left for 102, they'll be 30 miles off E12. Low. Affirm, there's two flights. They're in a staggered column. 2 flights, 4 ships.
I really hope that the F4 has the same kind of the same amount of effort put into the Wizzo position as the Tomcats had put into Rio, because I think I'd really enjoy backseating in the F4 as well. Like I was saying yesterday, flying in someone else's aircraft is a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed
Dodge
it.
1-1, track for the second group, 085 for 36.
Dodge 11 copies, 085 for 36.
Now 078 for 29. Be advised, you've got a pair of F5s, Bra 055 for 24.
That's them searching me off my nose.
60,000. I'm sorry.
Go 5-1, Fox 3, Fox 3.
055 for 24.
Dodge 11, getting jammed off my nose. I think that might be them.
1.
Can't tell if that contact that's popping up is the
Go from Fox 2.
F-15.
Go from Fox 3, SC-27. And Fox 3 again.
Ah, Mr. Assists. Yeah, he's up there. Okay. He's fighting them pretty close.
Ghost
So.
5-1, splash all flanker.
Gold 5-1, my scope is clear. That's strong work, sir.
Where you got Angels 20?
Dodge 1-1, you can turn right for 105 for 24. I'll put you on the intercept for an F5. He's at 12,000. Flanking left, now turning hot.
105-424, was it?
Now 117 for 19.
Tally.
Magic, go 5-1, have a spike of 29 on my 6, over.
180 for 22. Single F5 at 11,000 hot.
Dodge 1-1, ray gun. Okay, so that should definitely be enemy in front of us, not Mr.
Magic,
Assists.
go 5-1.
5-1 set.
Magic, go 5-1, I'm still having a 29 spike at my 8 o'clock. Are they a threat? Over.
Buddy spot. Friendly from.
Go 5-1, copy. Thank you.
5-1, can you snap left for 1-6 tree?
Magic, go 5-1 is down to
We'll try this.
single sidewinder only.
Alright, very good.
Overlord.
I think that might be friendly
Or
though.
is 253 for 18.
Go 5-1, got thrust out, and
Contact is hostile.
5-1 will land and thrust out to rearm and refuel. Over.
Player Lil Nasty, if you're on this net, just be aware you're chasing a friendly MiG.
Dodge 1-1, Fox 1, times 2.
Dodge 1-1, be advised you're getting into heavy SAM cover. Advise immediate turn to the north.
Dodge 1-1.
Ford 3-1, you got enemy F5 bearing bra 086 for 6.3. He's at 10,000. He's close.
Dodge 1-1, Fox 2, and turning north.
Cool. Ford 3-1, if you fly heading 244 for 13, you'll fly right into
Feuer,
friendly.
linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler.
Why is the SAM shooting me?
ACS-Fehler.
Over.
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk.
5-1 unknown. I don't have any
Radarfehler.
SAMs up there on my scope.
EOS. ACS-Fehler. Feuer, linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler.
Is that fire still going?
EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
Apparently it is.
Dodge 1-1, you can turn left
Feuer,
for
linkes
2 tree
Triebwerk.
9 for 15.
Radarfehler.
Dodge 1-1 has taken a hit.
EOS-Fehler.
To RTB.
Treibstoff 1500.
Roger that. Closest airbase is going to be
ACS-Fehler.
Crash Door 2908 for 23. Be advised, a friendly
Feuer,
there
linkes
just took a
Triebwerk.
SAM hit.
Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
Dodge 1-1, unsure what hit me.
Feuer,
May have
linkes
been a heater from that
Triebwerk.
F5, but I'm not certain.
Radarfehler. Achtung, Flughöhe. EOS-Fehler.
I didn't get locked, so I
ACS-Fehler.
think it was either short range SAM or...
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk.
There's
Radarfehler.
a lot of SAMs in that area, and there are also
EOS-Fehler.
Be advised,
ACS-Fehler.
got an F5 off your 180 for
Feuer,
8
linkes
and a half.
Triebwerk.
He's just turned cold up.
Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler.
Z2 with NATO checking in from Stennis.
Not sure, driving, not sure. It may have been that F5 or it may have been a man-pad or something similar.
Radarfehler.
Z2-1 radar contact.
EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
Uzi 2-1, what is
Feuer,
your
linkes
flight
Triebwerk.
mission type?
Try and get the aircraft
Radarfehler.
At the moment,
flying.
4
Nice and straight.
AGM-88. Is there any cast that need any seats?
ACS-Fehler.
Well, we still got our flares at least. Oh.
Feuer,
Yep.
linkes Triebwerk.
Sure. Got a large group.
Radarfehler.
Large SAM installation from you,
EOS-Fehler.
057 for 58.
ACS-Fehler.
So landing this thing after its battle damage is going to be even more interesting than landing it here.
057
Feuer,
for
linkes
58.
Triebwerk.
2-1 copies.
Radarfehler.
Dodge 1 checking out, going to ground 3.
EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler. Feuer,
where's my
linkes
mouse? There it
Triebwerk.
is.
Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler. Feuer, linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler.
Oshkoski traffic,
EOS-Fehler.
Dodge 1-1 coming in.
ACS
Severe
Fehler.
damage. We'll be trying a straight in on whatever runway I can get.
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk.
Oshkoski.
Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
Woodsy! Thanks for the follow, mate.
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler.
Enough traffic, OC31, taxiing the runway.
Oh, she doesn't like flying like this, I tell you.
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
The ghost of Ernst Thälmann
Feuer,
is
linkes Triebwerk.
blowing air upon my
Radarfehler.
wings to try and keep me airborne at this point.
EOS-Fehler.
Where the fuck am I?
ACS-Fehler.
Okay, I've overshot Oshkoski,
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk.
which is
Radarfehler.
right there. Okay, I know where I am. This is actually where I was
EOS-Fehler.
practicing my landings. in single player.
ACS-Fehler.
Oshkoski traffic, Dodge 1-1
Feuer,
coming in
linkes
straight
Triebwerk.
in,
Radarfehler.
severely damaged, so watch out for falling
EOS-Fehler.
piece of aircraft, Oshkoski.
ACS-Fehler.
Can't even speak. Jesus Christ.
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk.
Okay, let's hope the gear is going to
Radarfehler.
work. We are coming in. Way off.
EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
Do I have an air brake?
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk.
No, I don't.
Radarfehler.
So here's a good indicator.
EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
Here's a good indicator of just how
Feuer,
slick
linkes
the
Triebwerk.
MiG-29 is aerodynamically.
Radarfehler.
I'm flying on one engine.
EOS-Fehler.
I have all kinds of fucking damage on the airframe,
Taking off runway.
and the aircraft still doesn't want to slow down. I'm still
Feuer,
doing
linkes
like
Triebwerk.
600 knots,
Radarfehler.
and I'm consciously trying to lose speed,
EOS-Fehler.
even in a turn,
ACS-Fehler.
on one engine. This plane is just absurd.
Feuer, linkes
might-
Triebwerk.
Might have lost enough there.
Radarfehler.
We're gonna have to pop the flaps.
EOS-Fehler.
Departing to
ACS-Fehler.
Back trim.
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler.
Still fast, man. Still fast.
ACS-Fehler.
Don't know if the gear's down. I don't think it is. I don't know what the emergency gear in this
Feuer,
is.
linkes Triebwerk.
I probably should have checked that on the way
Radarfehler.
here, but we'll see.
EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
More back trim.
Feuer,
Radar.
linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler.
Come on, girl. You can do it. I believe in you.
EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
We're gonna be long, I think.
Feuer, linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler.
I should probably actually try and land in the dirt.
EOS-Fehler.
I don't know.
ACS-Fehler.
Please.
Feuer,
please,
linkes Triebwerk.
Please.
Radarfehler.
Please.
EOS-Fehler.
Please. More angle of attack. Oh, no.
ACS-Fehler.
Oh, boys.
Feuer,
Boys.
linkes Triebwerk. Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler. Achtung, Flughöhe. ACS-Fehler.
I feel like I'm back to my
linkes
roots
Triebwerk.
here.
Radarfehler.
When I was a kid, I could
EOS
not for
Fehler.
the life of me land an aircraft normally,
ACS-Fehler.
but I could land the most battle-damaged, fucked-up plane without breaking anything worse than it
Feuer,
already
linkes
was.
Triebwerk. Radarfehler. EOS-Fehler. ACS-Fehler.
It's a shame you can't just get out and casually walk away from the aircraft instead of ejecting,
Radarfehler.
but we're going to pop out.
EOS-Fehler.
Get back in. I'm quite proud of that. Alright, let's get back on the ATC Freak and tell them that the runway is clear. I hope. Pashkovsky traffic, runway is now clear. Pashkovsky. Hope someone clipped that. Oh, I'm proud. I am proud of that one. Especially after all the you know, normal landings I've managed to fuck up on stream in this plane. It's like, yeah, well, cop that. Let's see anyone else land it like that with fucking no electrics and one engine and no air brake. So I still don't know what hit me. I have to go back and watch a track file later or something, assuming the track files work for the FC3 aircraft. I have a feeling it might have actually been a man pad or something like an OSA, which fire, or a Tunguska maybe, which fires heaters, because I didn't get a lock warning, so it was definitely a heater of some variety, but I don't think it would have been that F5 because he wasn't like. Unless they've somehow mounted AIM-9Xs to an F5, I don't think he would have had the angle to get me from where he was when I took that hit. And he didn't launch on me when he was off my nose.
Runway 04.
Request rearming.
Copy.
Okay, while they are arming up, get the electric power running,
Magic 431.
and close the lid.
431, you have any AA munitions on the rail?
I have a 1x9er Mike.
I got an MI-26 that's about 8 miles from.
Just kill that channel for now, so I don't have two channels talking over each other. Alright, Driven, thanks for stopping by, man. I will catch you later. I might not be streaming for the next
Rearming complete.
probably 3 to 4 days, it depends. I'm probably going to go visit family, but we'll see how we go.
Overlord.
But after that, I will definitely be back to the
Request
regular.
bogey dope.
I think I'm going to try and make this a regular
Overlord.
stream, so
Request bogey dope. 046.
weeknights my time around
1,500.
probably 6 to 7 PM, since that seems to be about the sweet spot for a lot of
Overlord.
people.
Uzi 3-1. Request bogey dope.
And I can totally leech off Tawny's viewers when he goes to work. I mean,
Overlord.
shit.
098.
I wasn't meant to say that out loud.
1,500 knots. Clear for takeoff.
Alright, looks like we've bombed up. I'm going to tell this guy to shut up for a minute, because I don't want to hear what other people are doing. Left engine start. And we'll turn that SPO down a little as well. I love this little digital display, or a digital warning display they've got here. This tiny postcard or postage stamp sized screen that just tells you what the warning light panel already tells you. I love it, it's great. Oh, Jesus Christ, sorry about that. Oh. Nice bit of interference there. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Be advised, not sure if it's a side effect of SRS or if it's something on your end, but you are transmitting a hell of a lot of feedback. Just remove my little SRS SRS window around so it's not too obtrusive in game. I don't think you guys can see it because it shouldn't be on the stream overlay, but it just helps me figure out which channel I'm on. Right, so our left engine's running and up to speed. Right engine start. We'll give that a bit of time to wind up. So the MiG-29, I mean, obviously it's not clickable, it's not full fidelity, so we can't do a full startup procedure and time it against the MiG-21, but already the fact that I've got to start 2 engines, not quite as fast. The 21, I can have it off the ground probably within about 3 minutes, and I'm not very fast. I've seen people get them off the ground within like 1:30 or less. You just turn most of the systems on in the air. The engine some time to get up to speed, and then we will taxi out. I've still only got the 1 kill, which was on that whatever it was early in the stream, but that's alright. We didn't totally, well, I suppose the aircraft would have been written off, but we didn't break it any worse than it already was on that landing, so I'd consider that a moral victory. If I can bring the aircraft home and put it down without, like, totally destroying the airframe, I consider it a moral victory. I don't even care if it's a write-off, just as long as it's on the ground. I have this weird thing about wanting to bring crippled birds home. I don't know what it is. It's probably why I'm better at crash landing than normally landing. And upper traffic, Dodge 11 taxis runway 04 and upper. Actually, you know what? Give me a second, as soon as I'm on the taxiway here, because there's no one else that I'm going to hold up, I'm just going to double check something in the keybinds. I'm curious to see if this thing has toe brakes or differential braking of any sort. The module, I mean, not the aircraft. I don't know if the aircraft does or not, but the module might not. And I kind of need it for sharper turns. Nope, doesn't look like it. Just double check. Differential. Nope. Okay, so we're stuck with a kind of crappy turn radius. Good to know.
Krasnodar, Pajovsky, 431's inbound, about 5 miles out.
Oh, fuck. I don't know who that is, but man, needs to sort his shit out. I don't think that's SRS playing up. I think he's got a fucked mic, or he's got something that's like his phone's next to his mic or something and it's interfering with it. But man, that is the last thing I need. It's the last thing you guys probably need as well. I'd imagine it's quite loud on your end too. But any sort of sounds like that fucking set off my tinnitus really bad. There was quite a few of us in 345th that had, or still have, since we do still play occasionally, tinnitus. And so when we were playing anything on the World War II mod pack, which has like a built-in tinnitus sound to any explosion, and you can't disable it, you would just hear this chorus of groans go up anytime something exploded, and it set us all off. Not very pleasant, but you know. That is the price you pay for listening to loud music and having people let off rifles right next to you before you have your ear pro in. Or in my case, machine guns. That was fun. We had an entire weekend down at Holsworthy, and I think it was one of the old ranges, and the fucking sun shelter was right next to the firing line, facing it, so even with your fucking foamies in, it was that loud. It was just like a giant parabolic reflector for all the noise coming off the guns. And so you got like probably 10 or 15 minimize all full tilt at once, and this sound just being focused directly into your ears. That was a very loud weekend. It was a very fun weekend, but it was a very loud one. And my family, well, especially Dad's side, has really bad hearing just to begin with. Like, Dad's got really, really bad hearing. My sister, who's she's 9 years younger than me, so she's only in her early 20s. She is already wearing hearing aids, which she just got the other week, because her hearing is that bad. So it's weird though, because we're cursed with bad hearing, and yet when I play with a 345th, I'm always the first one to hear an incoming aircraft or tank. I don't think it's so much because I've got like sensitive hearing or sensitive ears, it's more because I'm the only one who's paying fucking attention. That's my theory anyway. And because I do have bad hearing, I have to be able to recognize like sounds or patterns better, because I can't hear them as well, if that makes any sense. Why is something on fire over there? I think someone had a whoopsie. Okay, let's check the F10 map, just make sure no one is sitting on the runway undeclared. No. Oh. Okay, so that F15 I think is just... Ah, okay, so the F15 is just taxied off the threshold. Easy Clap, good name. Easy Clap over there is going around. I think we're good to go. An upper traffic Dodge 11 lining up runway 04 for northeast departure and upper.
Dodge 1-1, unable to clear for takeoff.
Now let's all have a good laugh at that eagle as we go over him.
Dodge 1-1, Anapa, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 30.01.
Never mind that I did the exact same thing like 2 streams ago. Flaps, bit of back trim should already be on. An upper traffic Dodge 11 rolls runway 04 for northeast departure and upper. Oh god, that nose just leaps off the ground when you put the burners on out of brake. Like, that's ridiculous. This aircraft has so much lift, oh my god. Ooh. Bounce, and I burst a tyre there, god damn it. Alright, gear up. Flaps up. There goes Easy Clap. And it looks like the Eagle has respawned already. Ah, that's a shame. An upper traffic Dodge 11 clear of all runways. Checking out. Back out of burner.
Miles. Is it 16,000?
Lucy 31 Fox 34 mile.
Magic Dodge 11 checking in from an upper. I just stepped on someone there. Oopsie daisies.
Good kill. 3-1, you just saved my ass there. Dodge 11 radar contact, just go ahead and head east. I'll pick you up at about 50 miles.
Dodge 11 copies.
Uzi 3-1, you can turn left for tree 20. 22 miles, there's a SU-27. He's flanking right.
Uzi 4-1, BAI Rockstar complete, heading back to the Stennis.
Magic Uzi 2-1, only one AIM 120 left, 5,000 pounds of fuel as well. I'm gonna head back out.
2-1, crash and door, 252 for 29.
252, 29, Easy 1-2 copy, or 2-1 copy.
One update now, tree 05 for 18 hot. He's at 21,000.
This guy playing AWACS is pretty good. Got his proper radio pronunciation and everything. Meanwhile, here we are with our sloppy ass comms and forgetting to be on the right frequency. Oh well. So for anyone that's just popped in, we are flying a MiG-29.
I'm not sure if you're on this net or not. If you are, you've got a pop-up group 085 for 45. Air MiG.
Beautiful thing that it is.
At 11,000 flanking left.
And we're just waiting for a tasking from our AWACS. Okay, so I'm being locked from behind, whatever that is. Probably friendly. Oh, it's probably our own AWACS search radar that's painting me. Alrighties. Just keep the map zoomed out. So
Magic Uzi 2-1, I have an F5 on RWR 250. Is that within threat range here?
At what range? Friendly F5. He's hot on you. That's friendly F5 at 50,000.
Might gain a little bit of altitude here. Or fuel economy. Looks like I got the aircraft trimmed pretty well actually, which is nice. Just a tiny bit more back trim and that should be perfect. Looks like it's a tiny bit too much. And here we go into the problem of porpoising around because we don't have enough fine control to trim it neutral. It's close enough, I'll just put a little pressure on the stick to hold it. Dodged 1-1 spike off my 11 o'clock.
Dodge 1-1, my scope's clear for you, sir.
Regan, Angels 1.
Probably mod spike from our own air defense.
Nice job, 3-1. You can continue on mission if you like, otherwise I do have two bandits about 70 miles from you.
I'm actually Winchester, RTB.
Krasnodorf, Pavlovsky, 177 for 2-1, and I really need to figure out how to pronounce that.
177 for 1.
Show pilot body, R shift P. Oh, come on. I want to see my legs, dude.
All ships, current picture.
Aw, I want to see my legs.
Bulls,
God damn it.
127 for 31, flight of 2 Mi-26s at 1200. Second group, Bulls 074 for 76, MiG-29s at 16,000. Group 3, Bulls 127 for 61, MiG-31s at 22,000. Group 4, Bulls 121 for 77, F5s at 14,000. Group 5, Bulls 157 for 77, MiG-21s at 27,000.
towards Sochi. Might leave them for now.
Magic 431's back with you at 3000 south of Krasnodar.
I'm sorry, say that call sign again.
431 Charlie Fox.
Put through on radar contact. You are still working the seed, right? I'm sorry, the strike.
Affirmative.
Got enemy helo off your nose, more or less, 140 for 19. He's on the way to Krasnodar if you want to take him on your way to the ground targets.
That sounds wonderful. I got tally on him.
Just be advised, well, it looks like Uzi 11 just turned on him as well. He may be engaging.
This is Carp. I was wondering if you're willing to task me. Is there anything you need
800 feet.
Well, that is off my nose. God, this thing is so well behaved in the air.
Dodge 11, I can turn you 169. Right for 169.
169? Magic, Dodge 11. Is this the MiG-21s?
Yeah, I'm turning you on to the MiG-21s. However, from you, 135 for 35. These two MiG-31s are slightly closer, but they're behind SAM cover.
Yeah, understood. I'll keep an eye out for them.
The 3-1s are going to flank in front of you. I would advise you to pick them up on your radar, and I would work them, but there is a SAM site between you and them.
Dodge 11, copy. I'll work something out.
4 for 26. Pair of MiG-31s at 22,000, flanking right.
Got cons.
Magic Uzi 2-1, there's an Mi-26 landed at Krasnodar. Is this still an active unit?
Smoke it.
Magic, Dodge 11, tally, contrails, both MiG-31s and MiG-21s. MiG-31s are still a ways off my nose to the left.
Yeah, Dodge 11, I'll leave it up to you which way you want to go. Just be advised the MiG-31s are going to pull you into SAMs. You also have a lot of friendly cover to the north if you want to turn back. Drag them into friendly cover.
Understood. Looks like the 21s are turning hot on me now, so I'll have to deal with them first. If I can pick them up on my
Magic Uzi
fucking
60,
radar.
just to the west of the Napa, climbing out, checking in, air to air. Where do you need me?
6-2, steam,
Mike, check.
6-2, what's your player name?
Where the fuck did he go?
Rocket, I switched to the Hornet.
Behind me?
Currently climbing out from MiG-CAP at 210, passing through Angels 8, or Angels 9, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, from MiG-CAP.
Stand by. I think it was maybe it was a Napa.
Microphone check, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, it was an app. Sorry about that, Magic.
Player named Rocket, correct?
It's on my tail.
Ian, what's your call?
62, Uzi 62.
Mic check, can anyone hear me? Hello? Mic check.
Yeah, we got you, Demetra.
Yeah, we hear you. Uzi 62, just turn 09er tree for 100 mile. Go ahead and bust her for me if you can.
Affirm. I'll get up, I might get up here 30,000. I'll try to get supersonic for you.
Dodge 1-1 engaged defensive. One MiG-29 bypass, the other is on me. Currently looking for him. There he is.
Dodge 1-1, you're in a bad way, sir. 4 bogeys again. Do have 3 friendly flights to the north if you want to try and drag them that way as much as you can.
Ah, the fucking lag, Jesus. Server shitting its fucking pants as usual. Just let him get some distance.
I'm hit. Mayday.
Come on.
Minimale Geschwindigkeit.
Yes.
Minimale Geschwindigkeit.
That was so bullshit. That shouldn't have worked.
Minimale Geschwindigkeit. Minimale Geschwindigkeit.
Dodge 1-1, splash 1. One MiG-29 down, the other is fucked off up the coast. I'll be dealing with those 31s.
1-1, those 31s turned a little cold on you. You've got an opportunity to turn towards the other bandit. 2909 for 22. MiG-21, he's at 18,000.
Dodge 1-1 copies. Tally on radar.
You can stay on the MiG-31s if you feel more comfortable with it. It's up to you.
Trouble keeping him on my scope.
Magic, Granite 1-1 copies.
Let's go for Magic. Say again.
Granite 1-1, your threat the MiG-29 for me. I'm at 810. I got your...
Yeah, he's on you. You can fly heading 049 for 16 back to the airbase. They have some SAM cover there.
Okay.
Magic Uzi 4-1 taking off from the Stennis.
Uzi 4-1, player named Carp.
Gonna be doing a seed run.
Why do I feel like someone's sitting right on my ass?
Uzi 4-1, just verifying your player name is Carp.
A-perm. Heading to
Do you have radar or target programmed, or do you need one?
Overlord, Dodge 1-1, declare. Dodge 1-1, Overlord, contact is
Uzi
friendly.
4-1 heading to Sam Edgar. Eager.
Very good. I'll keep an eye for you.
Magic, Dodge 1-1, can I get an update on that MiG-21? I'm only seeing friendlies on radar off my nose.
Dodge 1-1. The MiG-21 is north of you, 24 miles. Currently in a furball with an 810.
Understood.
The 31s are off of your...
Overlord, Dodge
4 o'clock.
1-1,
They're
declare.
at low 1200. Same track as you.
Dodge 1-1, Overlord, contact is
Treibstoff
friendly.
1500. Treibstoff 1500.
Dodge 1-1 is 1500 fuel. I'll look for that MiG and then put this thing down.
Dodge 1-1, you've got Glenn Zecki, 266 for 18.
Dodge 1-1 copies. Is the 21 still up? I'm turning north, I don't see him.
Yeah, affirmed. 21 is currently Bra 021 for 20 in a furball with an 810.
I'll go see if I can help out and then head back.
Magic, Granite 1-1, 810, with the MiG-21, can you give me a heading to him?
Granite, turn right heading 214.
Is that them?
Dodge 11, fly heading 0 tree. And now Hornet and AV8 have joined the furball.
Yeah, magic, I can see it. I can't tell who's who, so I'll just hold off for now.
The MiG-29 is at 22,000, MiG-21 splashed. Dodge 11, snap right, 080 for 12. F5 at 13,000.
Dodge 11, ray gun. Yeah, I think I've got him.
Magic 431, be advised. I let an F5 bogey heading west go towards rather friendlies.
Yeah, we're dealing with them right now. Uzi 6-2, you got a pair of bad guys coming at you 7 miles up the coast. 1-1 tree. MiG-31s are at 26,000.
Affirm.
431, you got a bad guy, 127 for 3.4.
I need to land after this. I'm getting kind of low on fuel.
Check that 431.
Oh, the lag. Oh, come on. This server, man. What the fuck? Magic, Dodge 11 just lost the F5 in a lag spike. Is he still off my nose?
He's merged with some other players now. New target, direct south of you, 3 miles. F5 at 12,000. Flanking right.
Right south, 12 miles.
He's now from you to tree 5.
Box 3. Cart box 3.
Treibstoff 800.
Dodge 11
Treibstoff
disengaging,
kritisch. Treibstoff 800.
and checking out.
Dodge 11, fly heading 256 for tree 5. That'll put you at Glen.
Cozy 31, 25.
Oh, okay. So it still works the same as a MiG-29. Right, that makes perfect sense. Actually, I can't believe I didn't figure that one out myself. Sorry for the delayed response, by the way. I was concentrating a little bit. Oh, this server is so fucked, man. What the fuck? I think after this landing, I'm going to switch servers, because Georgia at war right now is absolutely shitting itself.
Treibstoff 500.
Осталось 500 килограмм. It's funny, I was expecting the Russian call out, so I didn't even notice that it was already telling me I'm on 500 fuel. Like, I understand enough German to know what all the warnings are, but I just wasn't listening for German, I was listening for Russian. Gelenjik traffic, Dodge 11, currently 15 miles east, on the deck. Inbound will be joining a circuit for runway 19, Galenjik. Actually, cancel last will be going straight in 19. I'm too low on fuel for a circuit, I think. So, you're about to see the most hilariously fucked up landing. I've made one decent landing in this aircraft so far, one, and it was off stream. Every other attempt has ended in me bouncing along like a fucking kangaroo, and invariably either going around until I run out of fuel or blowing up. I don't know why, I just seem incapable of putting this thing on the ground without breaking things. It's weird.
Right, 20 Angel.
Wrong net, go 253. With that said, I did pull off a textbook belly landing in a critically damaged aircraft before, so figure that one out. I think maybe it's just lack of back trim. I probably just need a bit more of that. Get that angle of attack increased. Alright, we will kill the air brake there, we'll bring the gear and flaps out, and try and bleed a little more speed in this turn. More back trim. Switch to landing HUD. Although I don't even know what difference it makes, I don't know what the symbology is. Okay. Come in. A little higher.
Number traffic, UC7 contacting runway 22.
I'm just floating down the fucking runway. Oh! Oh! See, this is what I mean! Fuck me. Galenjik traffic, dodge 11 goes around. That should have been a perfect landing. It just... If you... The tiniest bounce will propel you into the air.
Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren. Fahrwerk ausgefahren.
Oh,
Fahrwerk ausgefahren.
I've got the fuel for this, and maybe one more go round if I absolutely have to, but that's it. I might switch back to the 21 after this flight, just so I'm in something I am more familiar with. Never thought I would catch myself saying that MiG-29 is harder to land than the MiG-21, but there you go. Alright, so we'll pop brake. I also made the discovery today that the air brake doesn't pop if you have either a centerline tank, which makes sense, it would foul the air brake, or if your gear's down, which I found interesting. Okay, brake in. Flaps gear, probably trickle a little more power on just so I don't end up in the snow. Galenjik traffic, dodge 11, turning final runway 22, Galenjik. If I can get eyes on the fucking thing, where is it? Oh. Missed it. Missed it in the trees. How embarrassing. Oh well. That wasn't a final, that was a right base from a left base. Doing the fucking tango here. Jesus. Alright. So, do I maybe want to stall it onto the runway? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. We're coming in really skewy. This is not going to be pretty when I touch down. Okay, 180. 170. Oh, that's right, I had a burst tyre. But there we go. We're down. We're down. Praise Jeebus. Pop the chute. Don't steer into the snow, please. Why is the nose wheel steering on? I turned it off. Oh, God. Oh, gee. Oh, no, 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 no. Whatever.
Taxi to parking area.
We didn't break anything. It's fine. It's good. Don't worry about it. How the landing gear legs don't collapse or strip the fucking wheels off the rims when you do that, I don't understand. In fact, it may have. Why am I tapped out? What is going on there? Oh, right, I'm in the fucking... I end up in that menu. Yeah, we got a burst right main tire, which I knew about on takeoff, but I completely forgot about in all the excitement. But, I mean, with all the whoopsies we've had, 2 kills and 1 airframe loss, well, okay, so that was, I didn't get shot down. What happened was I was actually trying to land at Novorossiysk, and I had to make about 3, 4, maybe 5 go-arounds because I was bouncing so badly. And on the final go-round, I lost my engine. Fuel ran out, so I just ejected over the water and said, fuck it, replaned, and then my second aircraft was hit by a missile, and I bellied it in at... Where did I belly it in? It was Pashkovsky. That's it. I should probably just turn into the grass to get off the fucking runway. It's not like I'm going to repair the aircraft anyway, so... Yeet! Oh, and tag the marker. Oh, Jesus! Does this thing have ice for tires? What the fuck, man? Oh, we got some engineering solutions here. Yeah, that, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Well, we're clear. Gelenjik traffic, Dodge 11 is clear of all active runways. Gelenjik. Good
Another
enough for me.
traffic UZ7 taking runway 22.
We'll let the ground crew sort it out from here. Here we go, back to the office. Back to the one aircraft where I actually have some semblance of an idea of what I'm doing. Find ourselves a suitably nice skin. I might try changing up my loadout and going for 2 R60s instead of 4, so I'm a little less draggy. So what I'll do is I'll just do it by hand, I guess. R60M on the outboard pylons. R60M. Wait, no, that's not right. There we go, R60M. Go with the R3Rs, I guess. Kind of tempted to try the R13M1, but I don't really want to go with a full IR loadout against the kind of stuff I'm flying against here. It's probably not ideal. Be a real big boy and go without the countermeasures, but even I don't hate myself that much. Let's stick with the theme. If the skin will load. Which it might not. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. And we'll give it a... No, it only has a 3-digit. Interesting, because I think the East Germans usually use 4. Oh well. Let's roll with this.
Rearming. Copy.
Back to a clickable cockpit, which is the nicest thing about this situation. Oh man. If the 29 had a clickable cockpit, I would have flown it so much more by now.
Arming complete.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Another one. Oh, well, that's fucking easy. Radar, IFF, SPO, turn the volume up on this. Why is my SPO lighting up and not making noise? That's a bit concerning. Surely this module isn't detailed enough to simulate the fucking speaker failing. Surely not. Surely that's a bug. I don't know, I'll just have to keep an eye on it. We'll get KSI aligned, looks like it already is. Dangerous altitude 250. Okay, gun sight. Put the weather filter on. Leave that. Okay, I might actually check what the arc settings are for an upper in a second. I think it's like zone 3-1, and then it's probably channel 2 or 3, I'd imagine. So we'll just put in zone 3. Get our knee board up. No, it is sector 2-1. Okay. Sector 2-1, and it's what, 3? 2, 3? Let's check. So it's in that little inlet down there. Wait, I did spawn it. No, it's... Disregard me. I forgot the map doesn't reset after you respawn. So we're up here, okay. So that's channel 1. Board number, it just changes the number on the nose. Huh. I think I might know why. Did you flip the 2 switch, or I can't remember which of the 2 it is. You just... I think it's the right hand... No, it's both, because one's the main one, one's the secondary. So, if that happens, the first course of action I'd do is check that both these switches are in the up position. These are the heaters for the pitot tubes. That one is the primary pitot tube, I think, which is the big long motherfucker off the nose. And then that should be the secondary, which is... which side of the cockpit's it on? It's behind us anyway. Like level with the cockpit. So check those are on. If those are on, you might have some sort of damage to the primary pitot tube, in which case just flip this to the left position, and that will put it on the secondary tube. And if it's still throwing you problems there, then something must be wrong with the vacuum system of the aircraft. And if that's the case, then I'd be very impressed again with the level of damage modeling, or detail I should say. So I'm just going to double check that my radio is set to the right frequencies here. I think it should be... Should be, maybe? I think... Let me just... Oh, you're kidding. It's not set up? What? It's not set up and I can't change it? Oh, motherfucker. Alright, well, we will do this.
CS 090 at 2 knots.
Oh, that's the weather station. That's the
1016. Remarks 1021 hectopascal. QFE 30011016.
That's the AWIS. Okay, so the AWIS channel is 249 for an upper. Nice. I thought it was just somebody with like a really shitty mic, or it was actual, like, because I wasn't tuned in properly. But no, it's the AWIS. So now we know what that is, but the weather looks pretty decent, so we shouldn't need to worry about it. So that's tuned, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to retune it once we're in the air. Which is weird, because on 107th, and I believe on this server before when I played here, the MiG-21's radio has automatically been tuned so that 0 is the ATC and then 1 is general air frequency. So I don't know why it's not this time. Really? Oh, that's odd. You weren't sitting right around transonic or doing anything weird with regards to the aircraft's attitude, were you? That's the only thing I could think of. Like if you somehow built up a shockwave in front of the...
flight coming in from the northeast, 10 miles out for runway 22 left.
That's a real bastard, though. I might have to watch out for that. I hope mine doesn't do it. Because if any of your instruments are going to fail, you kind of don't want it to be those. Why is my ASP not on? Don't tell me we're doing this again. Oh, do not tell me we're doing this again. Oh, it's because I'm a genius, that's why. This is what happens when I distract myself partway through a startup. We would have had fun trying to take off without all of this. And now the SPO speaks up. Okay, good. Why is my ASP not on? Probably because nothing on the entire right fucking breaker panel is on. There we go. There we go. That's what we want to see in here. And upper traffic, 13 taxis to runway 12. Is it 12? I can't remember. My brain's not fucking
Say again for Picassi traffic.
Correction, runway 04. Brain not functional. Forgot which airfield I was at. Switches on the left. Oh yeah, server restart. Fuck. I may as well just sit here. Everything on the left is set that should be. Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, trying to keep up with chat and what's going on in the server at the same time. It's not really working. I think I might duck out of the server since it has been playing up and lagging quite badly. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. We want this one. So I'll jump out of that server and I think I'll go to 107th because they have much longer times between restarts and they also have a much more stable server. I don't know if it's just because there's a lot of people on Georgia at war or because their their mission's so complex and mission files so big, but it's really been janky lately. Like there were a couple points in this stream where you'll be able to see there were aircraft doing all sorts of weird and wonderful shit, including my own. So we'll go to 107th. Let's see which has got more people. Oh man, their server's really quiet. We'll go to OCG. One day there'll be a face cam, just not yet. I would need a better lighting setup and a better webcam for that, and don't have either of those, and probably a green screen. which is not actually all that hard. Just get a big piece of fucking plywood or something, paint it green, but at the moment my entire setup is kind of just kludge. My monitor's sitting lower than I'd like it to, so I need to find something to stick under that to lift it a bit. I need to find a better place to put my track IR, so it's further away from me, so it's not quite as sensitive. My stick and throttle are sitting on the desk in front of me, so they're kind of awkward. I'd really like to build a proper setup, but I move frequently enough that it's not really worth it, because it would be just more pain than anything. Trying to break shit down and move it and set it back up, break it down again, so... But we'll see how we go. In any case, I probably wouldn't be having a face cam on at this time of year. Not in this climate, because I'm fucking drowning in my own sweat and probably don't look very appealing. Even with the aircon on full bore, it's still ridiculously hot in here. Rightio. Let's wait for the roll selection to load in. And we'll start off flying the 21 here. Probably do a couple sorties in that. And then might switch back to the 29, or I might toy around with something else. I should actually set up my controls for the 27, the SU-27, but I haven't done that yet. And I think they're just slightly different enough that I can't import my MiG-29 controls. Because what I did for the 29 was I configured one of them and just copy pasted the control files, or the config files, across all three variants. Yeah, I really want the MiG-19 as well, but I'm glad it's been delayed. It means that it's going to be a better product when it comes out, so I'll take the extra weight, to be honest. The other thing I could do later on is jump in the Viggen, but I don't actually know how any of the weapon systems work. I don't know what the radar modes are, I don't know how to read the RWR, I don't know, like, anything. I can get the aircraft off the ground and fly it around a bit. I can't land it, at least not competently. My landings in it are almost as bad as my MiG-29 landings, but I don't know. Anyway, MiG-21 for now, because that is what we are familiar with, and that is, to be honest, kind of the most fun. Yeah, the Viggen seems like it's something that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun to fly. I just haven't taken the time to learn to do it yet. I mean, that said, I haven't taken the time to learn to properly fly this thing. I just kind of play it by ear and somehow get away with it. Just make sure that SRS is in the right server. Yep. Although I don't think the radio's set up again. It might just be because it's turned off at the moment, hopefully. Ground crew. Is that R3S? Nah, man, we want R60M. R60M. And that's good, that's good. Hey, we're already set up.
Перезарядка по плану. Принял. Командир, оружие подвешено.
Okay, we are at Sukumi, which I don't know the RSBN code for. So I'm not going to bother setting the RSBN up. I don't think there is an RSBN beacon here. Drag bombing, man. I want the fucking Blackburn Buccaneers so badly. The RAF actually had drag bombing in their fucking doctrine. It was called, I shit you not, I mean, I know it's the retard defense, as in retarded bombs, but retard defense sounds a lot more apt for what it involved. So imagine you're, you know, in some random interceptor chasing a Buccaneer at low level over the mountains, and suddenly you see it shit out a string of 4 2,000, was it 1,000? Yeah, 1,000 pound general purpose bombs. Fucking retarded 1,000 parachute bombs. Yeah, have fun. Have a nice day. That and the high-speed, low-altitude attack profile with a ground radar but no terrain-following radar would be really fun. That'd really separate the fucking boys from the men. And the girls from the women. Okay, yep, radio's set. Kushti, don't need to worry about that in here. Looks like it's automatically configured for the MiG-29. Should be on the right channel, I hope. I think we're in ARC Zone 3-1 here, and we should be probably channel 3, maybe channel 4, but I'll just leave it on 3. Actually, you know what, I'll set the RSBN up for Sochi as well. One KSI, meteor filter, and we'll get the ASP set up. Right. Hey, should be good to go, aside from back trim. This is 12, I think? Yeah, this is runway 12. Sukumi traffic, MiG-13 taxis, runway 12 for southeast departure, Sukumi. Need a fucking proper call sign or something. I could just use my player name, I guess, but... Hey Max, about time you turned up, you shit. Mate, miss me with that AC7 shit, yeah? Fucking miss me with that. Arcade flying, worse graphics than DCS, weird ham-fisted, convoluted, mind-breaking weeb-ass storyline. Miss me with that. Mate, you seen the MiG-21 cockpit in that game? It's like it's just jumped straight out of like 2002. I'm sure it's actually kind of fun, it's just not my cup of tea, to be honest. I'm not real big on arcadey flying games. War Thunder is about as arcadey as I get. Oh, actually no, Armour is probably about as arcadey as I get, because even War Thunder has better fucking flight models than Armour does. Okay, we'll feed some back trim in. Laps are set. Everything looks happy, so we'll just fucking hit the burner as soon as we get onto runway 12. Let me just double check the briefing tab and make sure my radio is configured right. Public ground is 251, which I believe I'm on. And then, yeah, I think the next channel up is play AWACS and air-to-air, so should be right. Well, I mean, it's understandable the cockpits aren't great. It's like the amount of time and effort that goes into creating these is just stupid. So if you're playing, or if you're developing an arcade game where the players aren't going to be looking at the fucking cockpit anyway, and you're probably not dealing with the kind of people who will rivet count and tell you that the cockpit frame is missing like a fucking cotter pin that holds in the windscreen or some shit, it doesn't really matter. But honestly, DCS looks a lot better than people give it credit for, especially on 2.5. 2.5 is fucking gorgeous, man. Go back and watch videos of this game from 5 years ago. It's unrecognizable. It doesn't look like the same game. You know, everything's flat textured. The lighting is static, shitty lighting. Like, old DCS didn't have good graphics even when it was a new game, because it was kind of basically they just took a lock on and built onto it. It's kind of like how War Thunder's older assets were just pulled straight from IL-2 Birds of Prey, and so they look like absolute arse. And have correspondingly arse flight models. I said nothing. Just hold off here and make sure no one's trying to kill us. The only one actually rolling here, everyone else is still setting their shit up. Taking 10 minutes to start up their decadent imperialist aircraft. Sakumi traffic, MiG-13 taking runway 12 for departure southeast Sakumi. I'm sure the German word for broomstick is one of those really long-winded, ridiculous German words that even I'll have trouble trying to pronounce. Otherwise, I would make my call sign Eric's Broomstick, because this thing does look kind of like a broomstick, and it fits well with the Eric's Lamp Shop. We're pretty close to lined up, that'll do. Okay, flaps, instruments, we're good to go. Oh, I can tell when my burner's on, because I can hear it. Praise the Lord. Flaps, gear, we're good. Sakumi traffic, MiG-13, clear all runways and checking out Sakumi. (221), so I want to head out over the water. Tawny's on. Tawny's streaming on a fucking Saturday. What is this shit? Okay, 221, 436. Oh, that arc is gonna piss me off.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
Is AWACS on this frequency? No, he's on the next frequency, isn't he?
Focus 100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus Bra 079-460 at 25,000 knots.
Interesting that he's calling the TU-142. He doesn't see the MiG-21. Might be notched to him. 232, 28 miles, so we aren't going to see him yet. Getting a pretty strong ground return off the water, so I'll flip this up into low altitude for now. Figured for radar missiles. Yep, now he sees him.
Good order, Ocean over, flight of 2 Hornets, ready for takeoff, runway 15 for a southeast departure, good order.
Why is everyone on the wrong fucking channel?
Focus, Bra, 023, 490 at 15,000 knots.
Looks like these guys might be engaging that 21 themselves.
Focus, Bra, 024, 4100 at 22,000 flanking. Focus, 100, request bogey dope. 100, focus, Bra, 073,
Yeah,
at 26,000.
they're either in a furball with him or, yep, they've splashed him. Alright, we're turning around. There's his chute, I think, down there. Flip the radar back to standby and go around for that 142. There's a bear as well. So 072 and 069. So we'll go about 070. This is the problem. Everyone seems to be on a totally different frequency to each other because no one actually read the briefing or bothered setting up their radios properly, so I want to tell them I'm dealing with these bombers, but no one's going to hear me because they're all on the other fucking channels. So what is the point, honestly? Okay, we're going to take her upstairs a bit.
Focus, Bra, 024, 490 at 18,000 flanking.
Looks like we're actually trimmed for once. Oh boy. I mean, I've been saying that a lot actually. I've been getting quite okay at trimming the aircraft out lately. Still not quite perfect though, because I just don't have the sensitivity in this POV hat to get it in the right spot. But we're getting there. Just a little pressure on the stick should hold it. 064 now for 58. There's probably someone engaging it already. Yeah. Fucking Hornets, man. Fucking Hornets. They're all over everything. What kind of fucking dickhead flies a Hornet, huh? Don't kill me, Tawny. Who we got in here? Quite a few people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking Hornets, an Su-33, one lunatic flying a MiG-29, God knows what you'd do that for, and a couple of Harriers. Oh, 2 Su-33s, my bad. 065, 448, I'd say probably that F-18 will get him. Unless he's Winchester, and if he is, probably the Harrier will take a pop at him, because the Tu-95 is something even a Harrier can kill.
100.
Yeah, all bombers eliminated.
Fuck. 70 at 21,000 knots.
Alright. 018 we go. Big lag spike as it just spawned a bunch of aircraft in. Some beautiful clouds down there. Mate, I could kill these no problem. The problem is the fucking Hornets get there first. That's the thing.
Bra, 016,
Like, believe me, the MiG-29 does not lack in being able to kill bombers. It's what it was specifically designed to do. The problem is these guys in their fucking Hornets with, like, 12 spam rams hanging off the wings just fly around and snipe everything from BVR, and by the time I get there it's all dead. And as I said, no one's on the same frequency, so I can't tell them, hey, leave the fucking bombers alone, I'll deal with them, you guys deal with the fighters.
100, focus, bra.
No, I'm not fighting the Hornets. If I was fighting the Hornets in the air, I would actually be in trouble. At least as long as they had missiles left. If they were down to guns, I might have a bit of a chance, but not much. See, this is the problem. The Hornet, and to an extent, well, to a large extent the Eagle, but especially the Hornet, because the Hornet's full fidelity and the Eagle's not. It's just such a good aircraft that has no real disadvantages. It's good at everything. So people just fly it and they hit all the ground targets and they kill all the air targets and they do all the fucking seed. Like, there's nothing left for anyone else because people just spam Hornets. Having said that, I totally understand wanting to fly an aircraft you like or an aircraft you're good at. So if you're good at the Hornet or you like the Hornet or you have a particular affinity for it, then go for your life. It's just that when you get that many people flying it, it kills the fun for everyone else because it's like, oh, I got this. Fucking picks off an entire formation of inbound enemies before they can come into their own radar range. Like, come on, man. I have kind of a feeling the F-14 is going to become an even worse version of that when it comes out, just because of the Phoenix. But we'll see. The F-14 is going to take a lot more skill to fly. So I think it's going to probably not quite be as bad of a problem. I say it'll take more skill to fly. I don't mean that the F-18 doesn't take skill. I mean the F-18 is mostly skill in managing your systems, whereas the Tomcat, for a pilot, is skill in flying the aircraft. Because you are flying an aircraft, you're not flying a computer, unlike with the F-18. Okay, 27,000, so... Oh, there he is. Hey, we might actually get a chance to shoot at something. F-16 is coming, Max. Probably like a year or so out, maybe a bit more, but it is coming. Thing is, though, the F-16 will basically handle like a Hornet. All the systems will be like a Hornet. It's a Block 50 F-16, so yeah. Oh, this fucking cloud, dude. I can't lock him. Come on. There we go.
Request picture. Ford 1-1, focus. Single group at Bulls 109, 490 at 27,000.
Okay, so he's gone somewhere around our side there. Lost him in the cloud.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
Never actually had to deal with weather with this radar before. That's so cool. Ground clutter, yes. Weather clutter, no. It's 2, 4, 3 for 2. And there's the ground clutter.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus.
Clean? What? We didn't kill him. He's still up here somewhere. He must be down in the valleys. F5E 038. So he's behind us, it sounds like. 2 miles.
100. Focus. Bra.
There's another.
442 at 13,000 knots. 100.
See him.
Bra 00543 at 22,000 flanking.
Oh, do not depart on me. That's my fault. I should have got into burner earlier. Now I've lost him.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus. Bra 29941 at 14,000. Flanking. Focus. Bra 23648 at 15,000. Flanking.
My nose. Okay. Come on, let's get turn. Let's get turn. I don't see him visual, but he should be sitting right on my nose. Oh, thought I saw a spec for a second there. Come on, R60s. Still got a lot of fuel left, so I can afford to do this. I'm just worried about his mate coming down from behind. He's not conning anymore. I'm well aware, thank you, AWACS. Okay, we'll take the second stage burner off. He's sliding away under us. No! Oh, you fucking bastard.
Focus. Pop-up group 073.
Traffic 810.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
I'm not sure if air defense got him or if he just vanished into clutter. 067 for 14. I think ground got him. Like air defense got him. 67 14.
Data traffic 810, taking off runway 15.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus. Bra 079 410 at
There he is.
hot.
Still gotta do the friggin' Ralphie mod to my throttle. So I don't have to lift it and push it through detent, I can just nudge it and get the haptic feedback from it. Watch this, some dickhead's gonna shoulder shoot him. I can see him, he's a tiny speck off my nose, but there's a friendly behind me that's gonna fucking shoulder shoot. Oh, or he'll just do that. Why do I bother? Why do I fucking bother? Let me guess, F-18. No! No, SU-25. Okay, that's excusable. That's excusable, what a fucking legend. Oh, fuck me though. I just want to shoot shit, man.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus. Clean.
I was about to be mad about that, Rice, but then I saw you were in a 25. Nice kill, mate. I don't even know if he's on this net, but whatever. Yeah, G-Man, I already flew the 29. I might hop back in it after this sortie, though. So, don't get too mad just yet. Sticking with the East German theme tonight.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus. Clean.
These fucking Hornets, man.
traffic, 1 Hornet Ocean over, final runway 12 Batumi.
Focus, Bra, 335, 150 at 30,000, cold.
Yeah, I'll catch you later then, G-Man. I will probably still be on.
Focus, 100, request bogey dope. 100, focus, clean.
Look at this little convoy we've got going on. 334 for 160. I don't think I got the fuel for that, but we'll see.
Focus, Bra, 334, 160 at 26,000, flanking.
Ah, that's why they're all hanging around here. Shitload of enemy ground targets down that way. Thankfully no SAMs, right, being deep shit right about now. So I've got a pair of F5s coming in, that's what we're heading towards. Still a ways out. I really don't know if I'm going to have the fuel for this though. So, we'll see, I might have to plan a refueling stop or something. Currently heading... Well, we do have airfields up there. We've got Mykop and Krasnodar, if I make it that far. And if I need to, I can always divert left or west to Sochi or Data. We'll work something up. Lixmio, hey! Welcome to my office. Actually, how are we on fuel? I got enough to fire some missiles and turn for home, basically. I can't get into a dogfight with that. I'll burn myself out easily. I'm 35 miles out, that's still quite a ways out, but my fuel economy will improve with altitude, and we are in a gentle climb here, so we might just make it. See, everyone's using the fucking AI AWACS frequency for general purpose radio and for airfield comms. So no wonder there's all these weird near misses going on at the airfields. No one's on the right frequency. And the people who aren't talking. So we still have the two R60Ms left. They're quite short-range missiles and they're not very powerful, so usually takes 2 hits with the R60M to down something. Well, 3 or 4 for a larger aircraft. So we might have just enough punch to knock out one of the F5s and then run like stink from the other one. I just really don't want to get drawn into a fight with them with about 1,000 liters of fuel or less. Still 120 out. Probably do have time to land and refuel, to be honest, but we'll see how we go.
Traffic 60 count downwind for runway
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't change the stream title. I've just taken this up for the one flight. I will switch back to the 29 once I land.
100, focus.
I was starting to break out into hives at having an actual, like, legitimately useful radar and an aircraft with the aerodynamic qualities of something other than a stick with some wings attached to it, so... This is the MiG-29. It does have a lot in common with the 29 as far as basic systems go, but it is quite a different beast. Handles very much unlike the MiG-29. Going from, because I mostly fly this in DCS, going from the MiG-21 back to the MiG-29 feels like flying a World War I aircraft. The 29 is just so much more responsive and has so much lift. God knows what's blocking me, probably enemy SAMs. Actually, that might be friendly air defense. I don't even know. So, you know how in the MiG-29 you have that nice little RWR down here that tells you which direction you're being locked from and how strong the signal is and how far away it is and whether it's ground or air or AWACS or whatever? Yeah, we don't have that. We have the SPO-10, which is this little fella that tells you which quarter of the aircraft you're being pinged from, and tells you if you're locked. It's telling me right now something's got me hard locked, but that, presumably. But it's not telling me where from.
100, focus.
What the fuck was that?
230 at 18,000 knots.
Did I just get fucking... I swear to God.
100, focus. Bra 296 for 220 at 26,000 knots.
Is that a SAM or was that friendly fire?
Focus. Bra 288 for 230 at
Ugly? Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that. Mind you, at least you're not as wrong as Nuts, who thinks that the F-111 is ugly. Well, we did get hit by something. I don't know what, but the aircraft doesn't seem to... Oh. Okay, maybe I should land. Bafflingly, I think our radar is actually okay. Yeah, the radar seems fine. You know what? We don't appear to be leaking fuel. The engine's functional. I have full control of the aircraft and the radar still works. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. And we're going to go wreck some shit.
Attorney traffic, 60 Cal on final for runway 13, Attorney.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
Yeah, you would think it should. I don't know why it doesn't.
Focus. Bra 333 480 at 35,000 knots.
The damage model for this aircraft seems fairly detailed, so that seems like a weird oversight, unless perhaps they found out somehow that the engine doesn't actually care if the nose cone gets a few holes in it. No. You call 333?
100. Focus. Bra 112 for 110 at 21,000 knots.
I think I got just enough fuel to do this. Wish I still had my R3Rs though. If a certain friendly hadn't just come in and killed both of the aircraft I was engaged with before, I wouldn't need to come all the way up here and get hit by SAMs. I think actually,
Traffic, runway clear.
you should be able to see the radar set itself, like the radar antenna, since the inlet cone's got a big fucking hole in the front of it now.
Traffic, runway clear.
Nope. I guess the radar antenna's a bit further back. Kind of odd, like looking at the pattern of damage. It looks kind of like the missile exploded high and right of my tail, so I don't know how the fuck it took out the fucking shot cone without also taking out the pitot tube, or me, but whatever. Ah, okay. Well, modern is a bit of a stretch in this case, I think. Here we go, 35 miles. Off the nose. And above us, so the radar will see him quite happily. Yeah, the damage model for the MiG-29 in particular, when it gets smushed into the ground, seems a bit over the top. I've noticed it tends to survive impacts with the ground that it really, really, really shouldn't. It might not be flyable afterwards, but like it's still kind of structurally sound. Structurally sound enough that you would, you know, it makes you think. Whereas the MiG-29, if that thing so much as touches the ground, it's going to start shedding parts. Although this does seem like a much more solidly built, robust aircraft because it's basically a tube with some little wings. Yeah, armoured pencil, exactly. Alright. That's... top one is right there, coming left. The other one looks like he's drawing right. Actually, it looks like he's pretty much hot on us. Both of them on radar. Now, I may have bitten off more than I can chew here. I think I'm going to go for the right-hand guy, the one that's hooking in towards me, and let the other keep flanking.
100, focus, pop-up group, 126.
I'm not going to go to burner yet. I want to stay out of burner as long as possible, given my fuel state.
100, focus, bra, 33645 at 26,000.
Let's see if we can pop him head on with the R60s.
100, focus, merged.
We're out of countermeasures, and we popped him. Hey, hey, hey! You know what? Why not?
0, focus.
Why not? Let's do this.
128 for 120 at 5,000.
Other one slipped around behind us. I'm back out of burner for now. I'll see if I can catch him and gun him. I mean, we may as well try and kill him. I'd rather land the aircraft, but if we can get a second kill out of this, I'll be pretty happy. Still kind of a ways out, though. And he is descending. literally just see him.
At 9,000 knots.
Looks like he was kind of turning right there.
Bra 120 for 120 at 7,000 flanking.
No, he's just diving away. We're not going to catch him. Unfortunately.
100. Focus. Bra 17044 at 14,000 cold. Focus. Bra 221 450 at 28,000 flanking.
Northeast of Sochi.
100. Focus. Bra 225 450 at 2,500 flanking.
3 miles.
100. Focus. Bra 294 for 100 at 18,000 knots.
This guy's probably going to try and pull onto my tail, but there's not a lot I can do about it at the moment.
100. Focus.
Just got to deal with it.
294 for 100.
He may even have just run off, to be honest.
100. Focus. Bra 310 for 100 at 20,000 knots. 100. Focus. Bra 063 for 13 at 12,000 flanking. 100. Focus. Bra 115 for
Yeah, he's trying to come around on me, I think.
at 40.
That's alright, we'll just drag him into the air defense envelope of Sochi.
100. Focus. Bra 115 for 160 at 40,000 flanking. 100. Focus. Bra 316 for 100 at 22,000 knots. 100. Focus. Pop-up group 212 for 30 at.
How far out? I don't think there's any players there, but whatever. Sochi traffic, MiG-13, currently 10 miles northeast of the aerodrome. Inbound, we'll be going for a straight in on runway 24, Sochi. My memory's not going so well for me tonight. Right, that's not the button I want. Pop the air brake. That still works. Back trim. Heaps of back trim. Heaps of back trim. Okay, air brake in. First stage flaps. I was flying the G because that's all you can get on Georgia at War, which I was on before, so I'll see what I can get on this server. Okay, gear is down. We're on takeoff flaps only at the moment. I'm coming in too flat to put out landing flaps, to be honest. A bit more power. Coming in too flat, too slow, a bit more. This isn't a very good approach at all, but I think we might just get away with it. Textbook! I don't think there's much point popping the chute, considering the tail looks like a cheese grater. I'd imagine the chute does too, if it's even still attached. But we got plenty of runway, so we'll just massage the brakes a bit. No, flaps should be out. We got 2 green lights there. Yeah, flaps are out. I was only on takeoff flaps though, because I was coming in flat. If you put out full landing flaps on a flat approach, you're kind of not going to have a very good day. In fact, that was such a low approach, I probably could even have done it. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe not without flaps. If I was in another aircraft, I would have done that flapless, but not the 21. So I'm a student recreational pilot in real life. I haven't flown in about a year though, so I'm badly out of practice. I need to get back out there. But yeah, I've done quite a lot of approaches where it's just been, I've come in flat enough that there's no point. I just leave the flaps up or put them like 10 degrees and just leave it. Because the whole idea, right, with flaps is not just you're generating more lift, but you're also coming in steeper. So the more flaps you've got out, the steeper your approach is going to be, landing, you know, at the same airspeed, because you've got a specific landing speed you want to aim for. So by that kind of logic, more flaps, more drag equals a steeper approach to maintain the same airspeed as you would on a flatter approach with no flaps. Nope, same airspeed. You want to keep the same airspeed. You don't want to come in too slow or too fast. So the landing speed for the aircraft I was flying is 70 knots. You really don't want to go below that because you get a bit too close to the stall speed, and if you hit a bit of wind shear or something, you're going to go into the ground. And if you come in above that, the aircraft's going to float down the runway. So that, and you're going to overshoot. So in the MiG-29, I'm not quite as precise as I'd like to be, but I usually try and come in over the fence about 380 to 400 kilometers an hour, and I try and touch down around 280 to 300.
Hornets will be departing runway 31 for Toomey.
Alrighties, well, that was more successful than I expected it to be, especially after we took a hit. So I will just put this thing to bed and jump into MiG-29. Ah, there we go. All done. Okay, that's interesting. There we go. Must have accidentally double-clicked. So, there we are, down on the ground. Missing a few parts, but, you know. So yeah, judging by the damage on the aircraft, I'd say that missile probably swept in behind my tail and went off high right of the tail. But it still doesn't make much sense that it managed to take out the shot cone. I mean, I guess in the position it's at, actually, there's a really good question. You would think that if the shot cone was that badly damaged, it would get ingested into the engine and really fuck things up, let alone compressor stall it. But I don't know. I guess we will see how the damage model changes in the future, if it changes. So we're gonna jump back to the roll selection screen, and MiG-29S. Ooh, do not mind if I do. And it looks like somebody had a bit of a whoopsie back there. Just a bit of a whoopsie. Get my view sorted. Yeah. Yeah, no, that wouldn't do the engine a world of good. Ground crew. I've only got the one skin for the MiG-29S. Might have to fix that later. ER? Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, the humanity. What the fuck is going on back there? Oh, man. Rearming complete? I don't think so. SK3. And big centerline tank. What the fuck is going on there? I think someone fucked up their landing in a Harrier with a full bomb load and is just cooking everything off. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh no, it was the Huey. The Huey caused this. Oh, amazing. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take 77s on this. Not for this flight. I might take them next flight. I know that they're like the good missiles, but I tend to not take the best equipment. I like to get good with the less good stuff. If that makes any sense. Alright.
01, focus, bra, 211 for 120 at 24,000 hot.
Close the lid. Now let me just sort out my... I think my radio should
101,
be set.
Focus,
Yep.
bra, 133 for 120 at 22,000 hot. 101, focus, bra, 211 for 110 at 21,000 hot.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful.
101, focus, bra, 211 for 110 at 3,000
Don't respawn, switch roles. Yeah, fucking oath. Every time someone respawns, it just makes it an even worse mess, because they blow up as well.
101, focus, bra, 133 for 120 at 20,000 hot.
Let's let the left engine spin up here.
101, focus, bra, 134 for 110 at 28,000 hot.
I want a clickable cockpit for the MiG-29 so badly. That's all I fucking want. Just clickable cockpit. So I don't have to memorize all these stupid keybinds. I know where all the buttons and switches are. I can read the labels. I should be able to just click shit when I need it. Also, a clickable cockpit would solve the mystery of why there is no keybind or any sort of control bind to set takeoff flaps. You can only set up or landing in this for some bizarre and frankly stupid reason.
Focus, bra, 212 for 100.
Yes it can.
25,000.
I'm not sure about with full load, but without load it certainly can. The MiG-29's thrust to weight ratio is more than 1. It's like
101. Focus, bra, 337 for
1.3, something stupid like that.
22,000 flanking.
Like, I barely need to crack the throttle to get this thing moving on the ground.
Focus, bra, 337 for 110 at 22,000 flanking.
Oh. Well, helicopter's coming in.
101, focus, bra, 047 for 50 at 35,000 hot.
sure we're clear to start rolling.
Bra 209 for 100 at 1,500 hot.
Oh, there's a bunch of Hueys going out. I bet that sounds awesome. I kind of wish I hadn't closed the canopy now.
Focus, bra 041 450 at 35,000 flanking.
Security traffic, Fulcrum 11, taxis runway 0.
101, уклад. Разрешаю руление на полосу 1-2.
Did I say 1-2? Did I say 1-4? I wasn't paying attention.
101, focus, bra 208 for 100 at 10,000 hot. 101, focus, pop-up group 054 450 at 11,000 hot.
The light that's blinking on the... You mean on the right-hand control panel, the orange one? That was like right around the sort of middle of it, under the engine start lights?
Focus,
that's the control damper.
25,000 hot.
Left? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna taxi myself off the fucking taxiway here. The light that's on low left there is the damper light showing the control damper's on. The orange indicator light that was on the right panel and went out when I started moving was the indicator light telling me that the damper isn't on yet. Yeah, that would have been it. So that light would have probably been blinking while the damper was warming up. That's just for the controls. That's all that is. I should make my call sign 1-3 actually, because you know, number 13. Where am I? Yep, runway looks clear, don't see anyone on final. I may as well change it to 1-3, no one was listening anyway probably. Security traffic, Fulcrum
101, focus, bra 324 480 at 22,000.
Oh, sorry, correction, runway 12.
101, focus, bra 036 440 at 27,000. 101, слет запрещаю. 101, уклад, взлет по полосе.
Yeah, that might explain it. Oh, don't tell me that's FOD on the runway. There's like a bugged piece of wreckage hanging just above it, I think. Ooh, this could get ugly. Fingers crossed.
101, focus, bra 347 for 100 at 9,000 flanking.
Try not to tail scrape. The nose just rockets straight up. Like, this thing accelerates so fast.
101, focus.
Oh, it's an ejection seat.
321 480 at 22,000 cold.
And I had a long takeoff because my flaps were up.
101, focus. Bra 074 450 at 30,000 hot.
Secure me traffic, MiG-13 clear all runways. Secure me. I'm not going to bother checking out and switching to the other frequency, no one's talking on it anyway. 026 439.
Focus, bra 213 470 at 1,500 hot.
Yeah, it's a pretty big missile. Certainly a lot bigger than the R-60s I was carrying on the MiG-29. Let's try and get this girl trimmed out for hands off. Close enough. 017. for
101.
35.
Focus. Bra 211 480 at 9,000 knots.
But he's quite high. I'm surprised I don't see him. There's a bomber inbound as well. But that's a fair ways out.
Get out of traffic, shot flight 2, SC33, taxi runway 15.
Focus. Bra 348 for 100.
I gotta get some more skins for this thing.
Flanking. 101. Focus. Bra 020 for 90 at 35,000. Cold. 101. Focus. Bra 297 for 240 at 21,000 knots.
Oh wow, the voice warning system in this even actually has a line that tells you when to shoot. That's cute. Give him the second missile as well.
101. Focus. Bra 020 for 90 at 30,000.
Actually, no, he might be diving for the mountains.
101. Focus. Bra 296 for 240 at 16,000. Flanking. 101. Focus. Bra 022
Get out of traffic, Brig Belly, Harrier, single ship, taxi runway 15.
101. Focus. Bra 344 for 120 at 35,000. Cold. 101. Focus. Merged.
Went for the flares. Get in with that one, I reckon. Yeet! R73s, man.
101. Focus.
I love them.
Bra 206 480 at 22,000 knots.
Katasi traffic, 60 cal, flight of 2 Hornets, 13 miles to the west, inbound to land runway 08, full stop, Katasi.
101. Focus. Bra 350 480 at 27,000. Flanking.
Where am I getting blocked from? There somewhere. Okay, 135 for 26.
101. Focus. Bra 344 for 110 at 29,000. Flanking.
Oh, look at the wing flex in the mirrors. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I really wish this thing, well, all the Flaming Cliffs 3 aircraft had a keyboard shortcut for bogey dopes like the MiG-29 does. It would make life so much easier. So much easier. 137 for 28. I'm surprised he has made it that far without someone else killing him. 31,000 feet.
101. Focus. Bra 319
We're going upstairs.
480
Oh, there we go.
at
Someone's intercepting him.
22,000. Flanking.
Being jammed. Oh, there we go.
101. Focus. Bra 020 480 at 24,000 knots.
Focus. 101. Declare.
I'm out of burner.
203 460 at 22,000 knots.
I might change the loadout up a little. Go for more mid-range missiles and less 73s. Well,
Traffic, Red Billy, rolling 15.
it was showing the icon for being above me, so unless someone's perched a fucking SAM site on top of a mountain, actually they probably have. That's what I would do. Good point. I see where you're coming from. Okay, we've lost that guy in the ground.
101. Focus. Pop-up group 205 445 at 2,500.
71.
Kitasi traffic, 60 cows, final for runway 08, Kitasi.
Oh, okay.
Radar traffic, Red Billy is airborne, tracking to the
I
east.
think he may have been downed. That looks like a dead Tu-142 right about there. So 2 F5Es, 205,
Traffic, shot by
613 445 at 10,000 hot.
Sorry, every time I look down like this, it's because I'm trying to read chat. Yeah. God, 4 R77s and 2 73s, that sounds broken as fuck. I think I'll take the 4 27s and 2 73s maybe. Oh, I shouldn't have fucked with my trim, it was perfect. (226) 29, and he is on the deck.
Second of 2 Hornets, final. Kitasi 08.
4,000 hot.
It's heading south. Off my nose.
101.
That's a
Focus.
buddy spike.
Raw 022 480 at 25.
Wrong fucking window. It's too much hassle to switch to the air channel in this thing because SRS doesn't play nice with it, so. So 022 for 80 miles. Still got heaps of fuel left, we've just been sipping it. I want to watch that wing flex. Here we go. Oh, that's hot. And here we go again.
Focus.
Oh yeah.
027 480 at 18,000
See,
hot.
I don't get that in my MiG-29 because its wings are so tiny and so solidly built, they just don't flex.
034 for 130 at 35,000 cold. 101 focus. Bra 034 for 130 at 35,000 cold.
Okay, we're gonna punch off the belly tank so it looks like it's empty.
Focus. Bra
Wait, do we not have a belly tank? I thought I did.
At 30,000 flanking.
I was sure I had a belly tank on this loadout. What the fuck have I got instead?
Focus. Bra 032 480.
I do.
130.
It just wasn't registering me pressing the jettison button for some reason.
101. Focus. Bra 036 for 130.
I think the button that I've got jettison tank bound to is a little finicky, so it doesn't always pop it, so I usually have to mash it a couple of times just to be sure. Looks like it didn't drop when I did press it.
101. Focus. Bra 304 for 180 at 23,000 hot.
Probably should turn my radar. Well, actually no. I mean,
299 for 190.
if I was playing against players who were smart enough to take advantage of me having my radar on all the time, maybe, but I guess I don't need to turn it off anytime I'm not using it, like the MiG-29 does.
101. Focus. Bra 326 for 190.
Oh, is that it?
At 30,000. Flanking.
I've been learning quite a bit about the MiG-29 over the past day or two, like the fact that the speed brake won't come out when you've got the gear down or a centerline tank, which makes sense. Well, for the centerline tank, maybe not for the gear. I guess so you don't tail scrape it, maybe? A 027. 045. Okay. So they're cold. I don't want to go on a burner because I kind of got a rude shock the first time I did it. This thing is pretty economical when it's just cruising, but man, the second you go into burner, kiss your fuel goodbye.
101. Focus. Bra 346 470 at 21,000.
They are probably going for the same guy, unfortunately. I'd say that's what's happening there. They're all chasing the same guy.
Focus. Bra 024 440 at 20,000 knots. 101. Focus. Bra 002 470 at 21,000 knots.
046 for 30. Still at 18,000. I'm surprised I don't see him. Ah, there we go.
101. Focus. Bra 347 470 at 21,000 flanking.
It's a bit risky. There we go. I think that's the MiG-29 locking me. I'm pretty sure the P is airborne, Z is ground, and S is like AWACS or something. I think. I can't remember. Assume there's a friendly listener.
Focus. Bra 027 490 at
yeah, there's A120s going out at him. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Are we going to have a Hornet on Hornet violence session here? That usually happens. The Hornet's IFF takes long enough to identify targets that people team killing them non-stop. Ah, okay. Right, only friendlies around here by the looks of it. Actually, no. We got more MiG-23s. North, 37 miles. Someone's jamming us. I have a feeling it's one of the friendly aircraft. Because that's the kind of thing that my teammates are likely to do. There we go. There's that pair of MiG-23s up there. Just faded, but I did have them for a moment.
101. Focus. Bra 293 for 250 at 7.
Still got enough fuel. No point going into burner yet. They're MiG-23s. If they go into full burner, they're just going to fuck off. That thing accelerates like you would not believe.
101. Focus. Bra 016.
Yeah, the smoke in the mirror, man. I love this plane. It's a little difficult to get the hang of coming from the MiG-21, but I love it. It's beautiful.
029 460 at 30,000 knots.
The MiG-21 is quite smoky as well.
Bra
Oh, we lost him.
445 at 35,000 knots.
Now, did he crash or did he just dive into a valley? see. I think he might have taken fire from the sand site. Oh, be quiet, Natasha.
Focus.
I know I'm close to the ground.
029 450 at 30,000 knots.
Focus 101. Declare.
Is my fuel state still good? And just double check ram. I don't want to get too far out in the boonies. Oh, there's friendlies all along here. That's probably the Hornet. So I will.
101. Focus. Bra. 011 450 at 30,000 knots.
That was an enemy.
101. Focus. 015 445
Yep, that's enemy.
at 35,000.
That is enemy as fuck.
101. Focus. Bra. 033 417 at 11,000 knots. 101.
Oh my god.
Focus. Bra.
You put this thing into burner, it just instinctively rockets upwards.
1500 килограмм.
Now, is anything off my nose?
Разрешен.
No. That's kind of a long shot, but we'll see how we go.
336 445 at 25,000 knots.
Don't go for the flares. Oh, it went for the flares. Oh, that was a bad shot anyway, because it's into the sun.
101. Focus.
Oh, someone splashed him.
0240 at 21,000 flanking.
Someone splashed him.
Focus. Bra. 016 424 at 24,000 knots.
Right. We're gonna turn for
101.
home.
Focus. Bra. 343 435 at 21,000
Make sure
knots.
no one's on us. No, it looks good.
101. Focus. Bra. 01042 at 11,000 flanking.
Okay, let me just double check where I am. If I head basically down this valley, it should put me at, I think that's Godata.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
Yes, I
Переведи в
know.
набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
101. Focus.
Переведи в
Bra.
набор. Переведи в
096
набор.
460
Переведи в
at
набор.
35,000 flanking. 101. Focus. Bra. 095 460 at 35,000 flanking. One.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
This scenery is so goddamn beautiful. I miss mountains. Like, real mountains. We have mountains here, but they're Australian mountains, so they're kind of shit. They're not very tall. They're just big hunks of sandstone covered in trees.
101.
Like,
Focus.
they're a shit to try and get up,
294
because they're really steep
4220
and
at
craggy, but
18,000 knots.
I miss proper, majestic snow-capped mountains.
101.
I want to go home already.
Bra. 299 for 120 at 24,000
This is,
flanking.
It's very pretty scenery. So,
101.
went back home
Focus.
to
Bra.
Canada
345
last May, and
450
we went to
at
Jasper National Park for a couple days.
26,000
Переведи в
Man,
набор.
beautiful place. If you haven't been to Jasper, go there.
800 килограмм.
004 440
Рубеж
at
возврата.
8,000
Переведи в
knots.
набор.
I am returning to base. Be quiet.
101. Focus. Bra. 303 for 120 at 23,000 knots.
One of the neater things about the MiG-29 is I can fly inverted
101.
and
Focus.
pull negative
Bra.
G
304
without
for
killing my engine.
120 at 22,000
It's pretty radical.
101. Focus. Bra.
Переведи в набор.
354
Переведи
460
в набор.
at
Переведи в
26,000
набор.
flanking.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
101.
Переведи в
Focus.
набор.
Pop-up group
Переведи в набор.
308 for
Переведи в
100
набор.
at
Переведи в набор.
1,500 flanking.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
Sorry, I know that's annoying. I don't know how to turn it off. I don't think you can.
299 for 210 at 18,000 knots. 101, focus. Bra 309 for 110 at 15,000 knots.
May as well just level off here. I don't think I'm going to be dealing with any more
101,
enemy SAMs or
Bra
aircraft.
304 for 120 at 24,000 knots. 101, focus. Bra 275 for 220 at 30,000 knots. 101, focus. Bra 314 for 110 at 15,000, flanking.
Okay, that is Godauta. We will go back to Sukumi, I think.
500 килограмм.
101, focus. Bra 077 for 70 at 21,000 knots. Focus. Bra 256 for 150 at 22,000, flanking. 101, focus. Bra 077 for 70 at 20,000 knots. 101, focus.
Now, I have to warn you in advance, I'm not good at landing this thing. I've had some very unpleasant bouncy kangaroo landings.
101, focus.
So yeah.
Bra 303 for 190 at 15,000.
Maybe I should go to Godauta. Sukumi's really busy. Sukumi traffic, Fulcrum 13, currently 10 miles northeast of the aerodrome. I'll be coming in for a left base onto runway 12, Sukumi. Some back trim in there.
Focus. Bra 079 for 80 at 24,000 knots. 101, focus. Bra 261 for 140 at 5,000 knots. 101, focus. Pop-up group 326 for 110 at 2,000 knots.
Sukumi traffic, Fulcrum 13, 3 mile final, runway 12, Sukumi. This is probably going to end in tears, so, yeah.
101, focus. Bra 061 for 60 at 23,000, flanking.
Just give them some visual warning that there is an aircraft. Is that someone lining up? I swear to God. I think I've got enough space. I hope I've got enough space. Please let me just have enough space. Big bounce. Nope. But I think I popped a tire.
101, focus. Bra 055 for 60 at 23,000,
Probably should have been in
flanking.
nav mode too. That would have been smart.
101, focus. Bra 077 for 60 at 25,000 knots.
Didn't burst it.
101,
Just
focus.
false
Bra
alarm. The aircraft felt like it
320
kind of
for
tilted
100
left as I
at
touched it.
12,000, flanking. 101, focus. Bra 260 for 150 at 20,000, flanking.
And we had just enough fuel to do that and maybe have one go around.
Focus, Bra 321 for 100 at 19,000, hot.
Slow right the fuck down.
101, focus, Bra 262 for 130 at 4,500, hot. 101,
traffic.
focus, Bra 2,000, flanking.
That was surprisingly smooth after my previous landings today and yesterday.
101.
Little
focus,
short though.
Bra 260.
Which isn't a bad thing. Usually my landings in this and in the MiG-29 are pretty long. So a short landing is not too bad as long as it's still on the runway.
101. Focus. Bra 084 450 at 24,000, flanking.